Alright, okay. We're finally ready to go. Welcome everybody. Thanks very much, Pete, for the lend. That's really got us out of a bind there. And the nice thing is we get to play with nice forces, nice Daze, nice Wastelands, nice Volks. Nice Tormod's Crypt. I really like original Tormod's Crypt. That's an amazing art. So unfortunately we were going to play Bad Boys today, which is Black Red Goblins. Because I promised Aston that I'd play Goblins this week, and I have wanted to for a little while. Unfortunately, Mana Traders currently, I guess, are still trying to figure out getting their bots to work with the new interface. Your Grixis list is more fun, I know, but I'm trying to I don't know, I want to get some practice in with this again if we weren't going to play Goblins. So I will play Grixis again. The hilarious thing is that all my Grixis leagues on YouTube, even though I don't do very well with them at all, are by far the most popular videos I've got. So I will definitely do Grixis again. People like watching that. So next week we can play. We can try the Grixis list maybe. See how that goes. But for today we'll just be plain old boring and play some more Blue-Red Delta. So that's what we'll do. If we get some slow queue times as well, we can always open. I've got a bunch of post here that's turned up that might well contain some pieces for the old school deck. So we can always open some packages on stream as well and see what we've got. We can do a whatever it's called, box opening stream or something. But anyway, right, this is what we're going to do. So this should be the same list as last time. So I guess we'll dive into a league. So the main thing that's really exciting about this new update is, okay, it looks nice. Like this looks pretty funky and is quite nice. But the main thing is that the league entry is now a lot cheaper. So we've got 10 ticks, 100 play points entry instead of 12 or 120. And then if you go 2-3, which I don't know anyone that goes 2-3 personally, but if you do go 2-3 a lot, it means you get 50 tickets back or 50 play points back. So basically it means that the cost of the leagues are drastically reduced. It basically just costs you 50. It now just costs you 50 play points for a league if you go 2-3 as a minimum, is basically what it means. So that's really nice instead of just 12 tickets a league. And it also means it's nice because you're still playing for something if you're 1 something, if you're 1 and X, or X and 1. No, 1 and X, yeah. So I quite like that. Yeah, those MTG bosses that are always 4-1 or 5-0. But I don't know, as an MTG scrub, I feel like I've paid my dues. I've pumped a lot of tickets into legacy leagues, competitive legacy leagues. I imagine Tom, no offense, Tom, probably feels similarly. Some of us have put a lot of money into this system to enable you overlords to enjoy the 5-0 chest bonanza. So it's nice to get a little bit of that back, I think. And I guess the thing as well is like legacy is by and large a casual format. So having an online system where people are more encouraged to just more encouraged to play whatever they want without stressing about entry fees is nice. So I think that's really good, and especially considering game stores that play legacy are diminishing all the time. There's less and less places to play paper legacy, so having a more accessible online way to do that is great. So I'm massively. This is the best Modo change since I've been playing Modo, in my opinion, in terms of, well, I guess that's not true. The leagues are really good, but in terms of like the league entry fee, I don't know. I'm pretty hyped about this. So anyway, let's dive on in. Okay, so this means I don't have the tickets, which I know I don't, but I do have the play points. So I think we can just do this. And where do I choose my deck? That's already there. Okay, sweet. We should be ready to go. Join. Nice. This is okay. Now we're on a rather more familiar screen, which is good. Let's kick off. Only 152 players. People are already getting trophies. Oh, Eric's not on there yet, unless he's got an ult up here. One of these could be Eric's ult. See if we can join the leaderboard race, shall we? Maybe now they've updated Modo, they might have taken me off the. They might put me on the whitelist out of sympathy. That'd be good. Maybe we'll get all the luck. Oh, I guess they've changed this. That's interesting. Oh, hyped about this though. This is good. So unfortunately this is a boring deck, but because of the Mana Traders situation, we have had to wait a little bit. I'll probably open some stuff then. Alright, this one looks like it's from Germany. I don't know if you won't be able to see this. That looks like it's from Germany, Deutsche Post. I probably shouldn't put my address on the camera. That's probably not the best. That's not the best idea. I might have to blur that out. Right, we'll go first. This is not very inspiring, but probably keep this. We can just ponder for a land on the first turn, ponder for a red source even. Not ponder, Preordain even. So play a Preordain, try and find a Daze and or a red source. We've got a couple of Wastelands, so hopefully they're playing something. We don't want either of these. Hopefully they're playing something where we can capitalise on that. Okay, so we've got a Brainstorm anyway. It's fine. Okay, sweet, so it's the mirror. Oh, hang on. This deck is very popular at the moment, so that's not a surprise. Do we play around Daze? I think the best way of playing around Daze here is just to Wasteland them. So I'm going to Wasteland them because we need to use this. And now we can cast our Ponder with impunity. We don't want any of these, so we will shuffle this and pass the turn. And now we have a Daze, which is also looking pretty hot. So hopefully they don't blind flip this. And to be honest, I'm kind of think I'm okay with dazing a cantrip here to stop. Yeah, waste and ponder. We got it, Tom. We got it. I'm improving it at sequencing. Okay, if it's rug. So I'm kind of tempted. I should probably just stop opening this for now. Kind of tempted to daze this. It's probably too aggressive though. Yeah, okay, we'll hold it. One of the 4150 grinders is telling us we should probably hold the daze, so we'll do that. They didn't shuffle, so this Delver's going to flip, so that's okay. Another Wasteland. I guess that'll have to do. Oh, we'll just keep Wastelanding them. I mean, yeah, that's very true. That is very true. Now I'm going to Brainstorm. I guess this Brainstorm's probably pretty loose, but okay, the Force of Walls. Interesting. Maybe I should have Brainstormed first. I don't know. I didn't really want him to pick his land back up. Triple Wasteland plus a bunch of counter magic seems okay though. So what we'll do is we will put. I guess we'll just put Pyromancer and Wasteland on top for now, since we're not going to be playing another land this turn. So we need to find a way to kill this Delver. So hopefully this doesn't flip, but I'm sure it will because they didn't shuffle. Because that's okay. So they've got a Force of Will as well. We can Wasteland their other land next turn. We do have a bunch of Force of Wills to pitch. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is Wasteland them in their upkeep, or if they tap out, they're going to Thought Scout. Okay, that's fine. So we're just going to Wasteland them. And we'll pass. So they. Okay, so maybe they're playing Mandrills, I guess. Maybe this is like Rug with. Maybe it's Rug with Mandrills and Dreadhorde if they're playing that. Wow, they just keep hitting lands. It's pretty good for them. It's not going well for us since they're hitting lands, really, because we need to find a way to deal with this. I am going to Brainstorm on their end step. No, I'm not, because we know the top card. I should just wait till my turn. Yeah, no, end of turn. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I just got myself. Right, so we'll Brainstorm here, and then we've got Force of Will to interact with whatever they do, but we do need to Brainstorm this turn. So this will probably get dazed. Okay, that's pretty good. Wow, that's the fourth Wasteland. Jeez. Guess we got the Ponder, so we'll probably go. We actually need the Bolt. I think I'm going to go Pyromancer because we definitely don't want that, and then I guess I will put. I guess I'll put the bolt on top because we want to keep that, but we don't need that this turn. And we can play the Wasteland and pass the turn. Yeah, I think this works. Second land. Jeez. That's really not the best for us. Yep. That's fine. So whatever they try and play, so we know they've got one force of will. Whatever they try and, if they try and play something this turn, so through 2 drops, they're through a Volk. So I think I'm still gonna Wasteland them because we're just putting pressure on their mana, and we know we're not going to need to use this at the moment. So this is fine. And then if they go to Stifle, we can force it, but that's fine. Okay, good. Now we've got the Bolt. So now we can cast this Ponder. We can force a Daze. Jeez. Oh, we can just shuffle this. Okay, well, we'll shuffle this. I almost put those back. Okay, fantastic. That is fantastic. And then we may as well do this in their upkeep. All right. Well, I'm just gonna do this right now. Okay, good. Now we can just force or Daze whatever else they do. Oh, I see what you mean, Pete. Yeah, fair enough. This will probably be a... I guess it's going to be a Hooting Mandrills this turn. Oh, it could be a Mongoose. Whatever. Well, if it's a Mongoose, we're going to have to counter the crap out of it. But this feels really good now. And we'd actually like to draw land for this True-Name. But would Daze... yeah, I guess we'll Daze first. They may well have a Daze. But I think I want a Daze here, because I don't really want to 2-4 myself if at all possible. That's fine. So we know they've got a 4, so we're going to have to empty our hand here, actually, which is pretty bad. But I think that's okay. I will force this, though, because we've got more lands as well. So they're going to force back. I think I'm still going to force. I think it's unlikely they've got another force of will. If they do, they do. We've kind of made our bed here. This could just be wrong. I don't know. I'm just going to do this, and then we'll see what happens. The chips will fall where they lie. If they've got another force, then so be it. Okay, that's good for us. Oh, if this is just going to be another one, then we're just in... Great. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We are not in a good spot here, folks. That was like the worst thing they could have had by a long way. Bottom both of these. Yield through the turn. I've also changed the volume settings for the clips, so in theory they shouldn't be quite as obnoxiously loud now. I think I need to... There's not a lot we can do because that thing has trample. So I've got a Vapor Snag in the main, so I could Vapor Snag plus find a land. Playing the Delver doesn't do anything really. I bet they've got a Daze. How many Days have they cast? 1 Daze? Hang on. They're through 1 Daze. If I play the Delver and Chump, they're through a lot of lands in their deck already. They do have 1 more Volcanic left. I need to find like a Dreadhorde or something. I think I'm going to Brainstorm. I think playing the Delver and Chumping doesn't achieve anything. I think I just need to try and get lucky and Brainstorm. I think that's all I can really do here. And we didn't find anything, so we're dead. But that's fine. I think that's okay. We just had a super awkward draw there, where we ended up with a bunch of Wastelands, and we didn't find a second coloured mana source until it was too late, which was a shame. But never mind. We are actually playing 19 lands as well. But okay. off to a pretty standard start there. Right, so let's bring in. So I don't think Hydroblast is as good. Bring in the Pyroblasts. Electrickery isn't as good against. Well, it's not very good against Rug. Blood Moon I brought in last time. Is Blood Moon? So Blood Moon did us over last time when I brought this in. But I think that's because I think it's still good, but I think I misevaluated that it was good in the spot where we had it, where it was actually bad. So I think this is still fine though. I don't think I need Abrade because it doesn't kill anything really apart from Delver. Hydroblast. I guess we probably need the Hydroblast because it counters a bolt, and it would count. It would get rid of the. But they're not going to bring in Cindervines. I don't think anyone else would bring in Cindervines against us. So we want to cut 2 force. We want to cut the spell pierces, and to be honest, after that, not much. So I guess we could just not bring in the Blood Moon. We could just not bring in the Blood Moon because that's probably just too cute, really. This seems fine. 2 pierce, 2 force. Bring in 2 blast, 2 Flusterstorm. This seems fine. Pretty much want. Well, I would definitely want all my Daze. Want everything else. Need all my removal. Oh, Fork Bolt's probably bad. That's a fair point. All right, maybe this then. Shave the Fork Bolt for the Blood Moon. Like if we get to a spot, this can just win the game potentially. Forces versus Stifle makes sense. That's true. More than 2 forces though. Do I want a 3rd force over the Blood Moon? You play force over Blood Moon. Okay, fair enough. We'll do that because Blood Moon wasn't very well. Yeah, Blood Moon's probably just too cute, and there's less spots where it's going to be good because they'll probably just have something in play anyway. So we will give this a go. Yes, let's go first. All right, this is just one of those hands we have to keep. So we're going to go Preordain, try and find a land, and hope to the good Lord that we don't brick off and die. Maybe I should have cast the Ponder, actually. It's quite possible I should have cast the Ponder, but we're okay now, so that's good. Oh, that's a good point. Force is an answer to Mandrills and Goyf. Yeah, that's very fair. That's a good draw. So I think I'm gonna crack this now because I can daze the Stifle with. We lost game 1 unfortunately. We can daze the Stifle, and I'd like to play this Dreadhorde Arcanist. Yeah, that's fine. So let's. Oh, actually, I guess I can't fluster it. They can daze back, which is fine. So maybe I actually float. Maybe I don't play the Dreadhorde this turn. Maybe I actually. You'd just fluster it. Yeah, fair enough. I guess this just means they can't do anything about it. Yeah, we'll just do this. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I suppose that's true. And then we'll just cast a Ponder off of an island. I was only thinking because we already had the Preordain in there, and then it gives us a bit of a clock. Okay, these are all very good. So we will go. We'll probably go Wasteland, Volcanic, Force of Will. I think that's fine. I'm not really likely to force anything, but gives us a chance. Alright, yeah, we got the Cheesehead. Good suggestion. Okay, this is good. So now we can bolt with Daze back up, which is nice. Actually, we can also bolt through Pierce, which I might do. I'm going to bolt through Pierce. Nice. And now we can play this, and we can daze anything else they do. Then we got a Wasteland for this trop for the next turn, which I think is fine. Go ahead. No, is this bad? Is this bad? Oh, I see, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. I see what you mean, Pete. Yeah. I'm gonna hope that they don't have a bolt since they forced the Dreadhorde. I'm gonna really hope that's the case. If they go for a bolt here, I'll probably have to force it since we haven't got anything else going on. So I might get lucky. Well, hopefully they didn't just find one. This seems pretty good against. This seems so good though. Yeah. Well, forcing it definitely smells like they didn't have one. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we're in a good spot. Okay, this is going to get forced, I think. Since we've got this in play, I think I can just force this quite freely because I can just cast stuff off the Dreadhorde anyway. Yeah, so I think like they would have bolted already if they had the bolt. So I think we're just going to force this and go from there, and then we can waste the Volcanic Island next turn. Hopefully they didn't find a Daze. Wow, they found a Force. Jesus. Okay. So kind of loosey-goosey so far, but we've made our way through it. So there's... Alright. Is there any point to attacking, bolting this, and offering the trade? Yeah, don't attack. Okay, we're not going to offer the trade. And I guess this is just too valuable for us. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Now he can't really attack. Yeah, because we don't know what we're drawing. So, like, if we get to attack with this once, we're in such a good spot. Okay, now we're all good, right? We can play the Volk out. I think I'm just attacking here. Well, because we've got a bolt in the yard now, so I can attack with the other bolt, and then we should be all good. And then we should be off to the races. And we can do this through a pierce. We can't do this through a force, which sucks, but... Oh no, they can't force. I'm being so stupid. Let's bolt this bad boy. Oh, bolt before the trigger? I got you. Yeah, bolt before the trigger. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I didn't think about that. We're pretty lucky there. I'll leave this open, actually, so that we can see what we've got going on. Okay, and then next time we can start going... And then we can even bolt whatever they play. There's a follow-up. Wow, that feels so good. Being able to bolt from hand and from the graveyard... Oh, it's so good. Alright, let's get in. We can cast the Ponder. So we should basically be away to the races now. Let's cast this Ponder... Sure. And, like, that seems miserable for them. Like, having to waste a Ponder, having to waste a Stifle on the trigger just seems so bad. Okay, yep. Yeah, land is TNN, that's true. Okay. I wonder if they've got another Stifle. The fact they played that out makes me think they have another Stifle. So which doesn't really matter. So I guess we'll still attack and try and bolt it. And then afterwards, after they've done whatever they're going to do, we can Ponder. You'd Ponder off the Arcanist. Okay, fair enough. We can do that. We can do that. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, I guess that's probably true. Okay, these are very nice. So probably go Delta, probably keep the Red Blast. So, oh, I want a Daze over a Red Blast. The Red Blast looks pretty good. Oh, I can Ponder and get the Red Blast as well, can't I? I can put these top, take the Daze, cast the Ponder, take the Red Blast, so I can actually get both of these. Yeah, okay, so we'll go Delta, Blast Daze, no. This is nuts. This card is nuts. We didn't manage to get it going properly last league, so... And now we can take the Red Blast, put this other... Okay, nice. And we'll take this Wasteland as well for next turn. Okay, feeling in a very good spot here. Just need to try and keep clock up. Okay, Force of Will's fine since we've got the Reb. That's not a problem. I will do this. Okay, nice. Yeah. Surprised they conceded there, but I guess they are pretty... I mean, we were so far behind on clock. That was kind of surprising. Okay, that felt really good. I don't think I want to change that on the way back down. I think you've definitely convinced me with the 3 Force of Wills. The Mandrills is going to be so hard to get rid of. I wonder if they're playing the no Goyf Mandrills True-Name build. So like 4... like... Yeah, because Mandrills and Goyf don't work very well. Yeah, 4 Force on the draw makes sense. And we could shave... We could probably shave a True-Name on the draw, maybe. Or we could shave a Dreadhorde on the draw, maybe. This might be... Maybe that's just too good to cut. That's like the point of the deck. Yeah, true, but there have been builds without Mongoose, because you can't get to Threshold if you're casting Mandrills that often necessarily. Like, he's got at least 2 Mandrills in his deck, which is pretty hard to do and keep Threshold. Yeah, Dreadhorde is just insane. I might just shave a True-Name then. If we're gonna be against the Stifle deck, I might just, if we're gonna go up a Force, I might shave a True-Name. That's probably fine. I could shave a Bolt as well, maybe. I could also shave a Bolt. I could also do this. Is that silly? Because if I'm only really bolting Delver, 4 bolts with Arcanist. Yeah, that's true. Alright, I'm going to shave a True-Name. I think I want everything else. I could shave a Snag, actually. I could also shave a Snag. No, because that's really good against the Delve stuff. Let's just do this. I'm going to shave a True-Name. I don't think I'm going to be casting... Yeah, Snag is good against Mandrills, yeah. Okay, we're gonna shave the True-Name. And go from there. Right, the 6 medium. We've got a Daze, which is not great in our opener necessarily. Lies on turn 1. But we can play through a Stifle, which is good. So let's just go Island. I think I'm going to go Island Preordain, to be honest. And if they do something here, so be it. We don't want any of these. Okay, so I mean, having 4 lands is not the worst against Wasteland Stifle deck. Okay, they brought their Narsets in. I guess that's really good considering we're playing 12 cantrips plus Dreadhorde to flash them back. Yeah, Snag is really good. So I probably want to get another... I guess we'll probably go Delta. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to play this Ponder. I guess I could pass and Brainstorm on their end step. I guess I want to Brainstorm on their end step, to be honest. Fetch pass. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Yeah, I guess that's true. I think I'm going to Brainstorm on their end step. I don't really want to... I want to make them spend mana on their turn. So this is going to be a True-Name. Could be a Mandrills. Oh, maybe it's just a Mandrills. It is just a Mandrills. With a bunch of counter magic. So they probably got a Stifle and at least one counter spell here. So is there a way I can brainstorm through this to make them? I don't think so. I'll fire the brainstorm off, but I think it's going to get countered. And then we're going to have to shuffle. We're going to have to cast some of these next turn. So probably counter this. Then they'll get to just try and crack the fetch land. Okay, no, they're just going to let this go. Fair enough. Oh, the Snag's fantastic draw there. Alright, that's good. So let's get rid of... Yeah, fair enough. I guess they're pretty redundant. I could get rid of a Daze, maybe? I do want the Pyromancer. I could get rid of the Daze. I kind of like having the other lands at the moment. I think I only want to get rid of one of these cards. Maybe the second Daze? Daze is pretty good, though. Do I want to get rid of a Ponder? I could get rid of a land, maybe. I probably don't need more than 3 lands. Yeah, I might get rid of 1 Ponder. Sorry, Aston. I tried my best. Mana Traders wasn't having any of it. Okay, so the question is, do we crack this? I feel like there's no point cracking this fetch land. I think we have to play around Stifle here. I don't really want to crack that then. So we can crack it now. Oh no, I'm okay drawing that, to be honest. I don't even mind if we just draw all of these. Let's play this Strand out. That's very min, Aston. Yeah, cracking on the inset was the time to do it. You're absolutely right. It's okay. I'm okay drawing these anyway, to be honest. I should probably try and crack. I should probably try and crack one this turn. I guess I'll try and do this now. I don't know. I'm worried that I'm going to run out of clock again, as usual. And I think I missed a thing. Thanks very much for the follow. It's QLex. Hope you're having a good time and enjoying the stream. That's just going to get revved. I know, maybe that was loose. Maybe that was like too important to just do that then. Oh, crack instead of letting that resolve. Yeah, that makes sense. I can daze this though. Let's crack this one. I guess I could have got a double daze there, possibly. Actually, I probably screwed that up. I probably could have got a double daze, couldn't I? I'm going to get an island, I think, because I can get a red land next turn. Yeah, I would have been able to double daze because I'm a noob, but I don't really want to double daze. I will daze. I guess I don't actually care about this. I think that's okay. I think they can just have that one, honestly. How's it going, Francis? I'm kind of loosey-goosing my way through this match, as you would expect. I think the Brainstorm can go over here. I think I'm just going to go Pyromancer, Preordain, to be honest, and try and get something going, because if I'm going to struggle to deal with this, I need to at least try and race it. And I've got 2 days here, so that's pretty good. Okay, these are all very good. So I guess we'll just go top. And then we can... this means we can try and get the Dreadhorde into play, and then we can Dreadhorde the Vapor Snag back. It's probably the best thing I can try and do there. That's pretty annoying. I think I'm going to Daze this because I'd like to get a token. Yeah, expected, that's true. Is this worth a token? Probably not. The Dreadhorde's more important. I am running out of time there, as usual. And I actually can't cast a Pyroblast this time, which is kind of annoying. Okay, that's fine. So let's just do this. See what happens. It's a shame that I don't have another red source, but it is what it is. Okay, that's good for us. And now I can ponder. Maybe I Brainstorm, actually. Maybe I just hold the Brainstorm for now. Because then I can try and find a force. May as well get in with this. Actually, no. I guess if I find a land, that would be nice. I'm going to cast this Ponder. If I find a land, that'd be really good. They're just going to bolt this. Okay. I'm just terrible at this game. Yeah, that just happens. I should have just held the Brainstorm. Should have just held the Brainstorm. Yeah, it would have been in a much better spot. Well, this could be worse, I suppose. What do we do now? I guess the Delver's not really good enough. I think we're probably going to die now. So we take 4, go to 5. Force of Will to go to 4. We could Brainstorm next turn though. We've got 2 cards left. We kind of need the Force of Will, I think. I'm not sure the Delver's going to do enough. Let's just go Delver, Tarn, Force. We'll keep the Force of Will. I should have just not I should have just left the Brainstorm up, I think. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Maybe I should have just shuffled. I was just thinking in case they have something even worse this turn, I can Brainstorm and try and find something the following turn, but you're just right. Oh, wow, they've just got all their burn in hand. I'm just going to have to force this, I think. Yeah, we're just dead. I'd probably just shove this right in the garbage can, to be honest. And now we can't Daze the last one. Yeah, okay, whatever. 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 You had 4 points of burn in your hand. It happens. I think there's a number of mistakes that I made there, obviously. Probably snagging when I did was wrong. I say probably, almost definitely, and certainly not leaving up the Brainstorm then was wrong. I'll have to watch that one back, but that was definitely not very nice. But no matter. Hopefully everyone that's watching is enjoying themselves, and we will continue the league and see if we can do a little bit better. That was pretty rough. Oh, I can show you what we got in the parcel anyway. Yeah, the Snag Stifle Daze turn, I agree. I did not make a good good show of that turn. This is unfortunately not mono black Dreadhorde Delver. Which could be good. Alright, I'll show you what we got in the package. So we got a Goblin Digging Team from the Dark. We got a revised Lord of the Pit. And then we got two unlimited mountains. Do you want me to open another one, Francis? Yeah, the Lord of the Pit's so good. That's just for Q. Alright, let's not distract ourselves opening another package for this one. Okay, focusing. trying not to continue this new Modo season the same way we finished the last one. Okay, this seems fine. We don't have a Force, but we do have a Daze, which is nice. Yep, no worries. So I think I'm going to get an Island, and I'm going to go Island, Preordain, and then we've got Daze for anything completely obnoxious, but hopefully we'll be able to play this Dreadhorde too. I do want to play an Island though, just in case they're playing Grixis Delver or something. And we have a second Preordain anyway, so... don't think I need another land at the moment. Ponders probably don't need the Ponder either with the Preordain and the... I probably just want to find some interaction. That's pretty good, actually. Since we've got another Preordain and we've got the Dreadhorde Arcanist, I don't think I need another cantrip there. That is fine. Did they shuffle? I did not check, actually. They did shuffle, so they could be landlight, which, yeah, maybe they just found that land off of the Ponder. So this could be Grixis Control as well, Bloodstained Mire. I guess it could still be Grixis Delver, with, like, Bobs in. Preordain, okay. I could also Wasteland this turn. Ponder and Preordain. Now I kind of just want to slam this Dreadhorde since I've got a second one. I don't really want to get Wastelanded because I've got a True-Name Nemesis. So I could go Dreadhorde off of a basic mountain, and then the next turn I could try and play this True-Name Nemesis, which is good against... And both of those lines I think are good against either Grixis Delver or Grixis Control. And then I can crack this under a Stifle as well, just in case. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's drag this. Let's go to mountain. And then if this gets countered, so be it. That's fine. I want to save the Daze to protect the True Name. This may well eat a Force of Will, which is fine because we have another one. But next turn I'm going to play the True Name, I think. Okay, so it is Grixis Delver. So that's fine. They can have that one. So now they can't cast a True-Name Nemesis next turn, which is good for us. They could cast a Gurmag, which wouldn't be the best. They're going to cast their own one. This can eat a Daze, though, I think, because I can play the Dreadhorde of my own. So I will Daze here, and hopefully they don't have a counter for this. Nice. Okay, this worked out really well for us. Okay, sweet. And now we can potentially Wasteland them as well. Actually, yeah, we should probably Wasteland them next turn. They probably just have a Bolt for this, actually, is a good point. In which case, we'll just play the True Name. Yeah, there's a Bolt. Yeah, I need to think about sequencing here. I should have Wasteland. This is what Pete said earlier, even. But I guess they had the other land. I guess they had the other land anyway. Let's try and slam this True-Name Nemesis. The Daze isn't going to do it here, though. That's fine. I think I'm just going to play this. We might get Wastelanded. That's fine. If this resolves, we'll be in such a good spot, though. Although they could just Edict us, I guess, which is true. We could get Edicted here. I keep forgetting that's Grixis as well. See what happens. Yep, so be it. Edict? No, this is going to be Angler. Alright. We've got a Snag in the main deck, so that's something we can look for. Yep, that's fine. and that is also something that will happen. So we'll ponder to try and... Actually, no, we'll preordain next turn to try and find a bolt for the Delver. This isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Right, let's try and find a bolt. I don't think I want the other ponder, but I would love the bolt. Play the mist. I think I will play the Wasteland out to play around Daze, because I'd like to Wasteland them off of their, I guess, their black source. Just to keep them off of True-Name mana. And then we can always Daze a Spell Pierce here. And we'll just pass. So then now they need... Well, I guess they can fetch for the black source, but they're a land down, so they need a land to look for a black source. Sorry, to look for an edict and an edict. Yeah, they need to draw an edict naturally, sorry, or they need to find a land and an edict off of the Brainstorm, so that's fine. And then we can ponder on the following turn. If anybody would do anything differently, definitely let me know. I think this is reasonable. We've taken reasonable decisions so far. Okay, let's ponder and see what we can find. Don't think I want a Force of Will. I guess the Force of Will... Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want the Bolt. Maybe I just want to try and race them. I don't know. I'm not sure I want any of these. I've got a Daze. They don't have a land. What did they do? Did they cast? They cast a Brainstorm, right? They cast a Brainstorm, which they then fetched off of... No, they didn't. So they are Brainstorm locked, potentially. Yeah, I can always... Oh, that's true. I can always double bolt the Angler. That's fair. Okay. Yeah, so let's keep the Bolt. I think the Bolt is worth keeping. I agree. And we'll crack this. You won't shuffle this. We'll play this Misty, and... I will do this in their upkeep just in case they happen to have a Stifle. I guess I could always do it on their end step as well, to be fair. I don't know if I want to double bolt the Angler. Oh, I guess they're probably... Oh, no, they're not playing Stifle and Dreadhorde. Sorry, yeah, good point. I don't really want to double bolt this. I guess I'll get a Volcanic anyway, because I've got enough mana. How many counterspell... How many things... They haven't played a single... They haven't played any counter magic yet. I bet they're just like sat on a Force or something. Okay, this feels a lot better now. Alright, I think I'm going to pass again. I think the fact that we've drawn the Forked Bolt... I mean, I guess I could just attack them. How many points are burned? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not 11. And then we need to attack 2 more times. Oh no, I need to attack 3 times. I don't think attacking is a good idea. Now that we've drawn the Fork Bolt, that means I can clean up a Delver or whatever else they play. I guess I need to save the Bolt for a Dreadhorde as well. That's pretty annoying. Yeah, I wish I'd got an island now. I really regret not getting an island. I'm not going to double bolt this. I bet they just have counter magic in hand. I really wish I got on an island. That was just silly and needless. And we need the bolts for Dreadhorde anyway, because if I double bolt this, they counter one of them, then they untap player Dreadhorde will just be in such a bad spot. And at the moment, this doesn't do anything. So, and we can Force of Will a Edict. So getting the Volcanic was just silly. All right, now we got Force plus Daze, which is good. Problem is they're just drawing closer to one of their probably 2 edicts. I guess they might not have 2 edicts if they've got Dreadhorde. They might just have 1 main deck edict. Don't know. I don't think I'm going to send a bolt upstairs at any point yet. I will do if we end up discarding. Okay, that's great. Now we're in a good spot. Okay. This is good. So, I think I'm going to attack this turn. Because I'm going to do this on their end step. Yeah, you're probably right, Pete. I'm probably just being overly... I'm probably just, yeah, worrying about stuff like that too much, I guess. I don't know. So I think I'm going to attack this turn because I'm going to Vapor Snag this. I probably should have done it in their upkeep. I will do it now, though, in response to this Preordain. And then we can force it on the way back down, potentially. I think I'm okay trying to force it on the way back down. I might not even need to be honest. So if I bolt them on their end step, they go to 11. I attack them, they go to 8. And then I've got 5 more points and a thing. I might not even need to worry about the Gurmag Angler at this point. But then what am I going to bolt? What am I going to force of will if I don't force of will this? Not a lot. They could have a Pierce in hand. I guess I'll try and force this. It's really good for me if this resolves. And if not, it gets a force out of their hand, and that's fine. Pierce would be kind of rough here, but... Okay, that's... Okay, now I feel way better about this. Actually, I might bolt them on their end step, to be honest, just to try and get this game over a little bit quicker. Since I've only got one red source. That's true. Yeah, fair enough. You said that just as I did it. Fair enough, fair enough. You're right, Pete. You're always right. Yeah.
Dumpster.
Okay, now we can bolt on their end step, but we're not going to because now we want to hold this for a Dreadhorde Arcanist. Sweet. Okay. Well, we managed to win a game, which is good. We got there anyway. It's all good. Yay! We got there. Right. So, let's think. So Fluster, Hydroblast, they're playing Dreadhorde, so we definitely want Hydroblast. Definitely want the Pyroblasts. Probably still don't want Electrickery. They're not playing Stifle, so 2 forces out seems fine. Cut both the Pierces. So this is like the standard one, and then we could still make another cut. Electrickery is still good. Against... I don't think they do in Grixis Dreadhorde, do they? Maybe they do. Maybe they do. I don't actually know. Because they've got Gurmags as well as true names normally. I think the Grixis... I'm not sure. To tell you the honest truth, I'm not sure. They do. Okay, alright. We'll bring it in then. We'll bring it in. I'd rather have it in just in case. Force for Gurmag seems really good. Snag's really good. Problem is I don't know what to cut, to be honest. I could cut another force maybe. But this is the only way we can really deal with Angler. Yeah, 2 forces right. Yeah, 2 forces definitely right. Yeah, I could cut a Daze on the draw, that's true. Maybe have like what? Yeah, maybe have 1 blast. I guess Pyroblast doesn't. It gets rid of True Name, which is quite important. I guess I could cut 2 Dazes on the draw. I guess I could cut 2 Days on the draw actually. Maybe this. Pyroblast for True Name is quite important. I feel. I think that's pretty clean. Like 2 Days on the draw seems good. 2 force. Cutting Daze out of Delver isn't always the best thing to do, but it also is better with... I guess we've got Dreadhorde, so Daze isn't necessarily always the best. I think we'll try this. See how this goes. Alright. Okay, this is fantastic. We've got basic red, basic blue, 2 removal spells, 2 cantrips, and a Delver. So this is basically probably. I did bring in Fluster over Pierce. I'm pretty sure I brought in Fluster over Pierce. Yeah, 2 Pierce out, 2 Fluster. Yeah, so this is probably like the best hand we could have had. To be fair, am I running out this Delver into a Daze? Yes, I am, because you have another Delver. And if they're dazing, then they're not playing their Dreadhorde Arcanist on the second turn of the game, so be it. This is fine. Yep, that's okay. Yeah, Spell Pierce. So, having watched a number of people play Delver, which may surprise you because I'm still not very good at it. Whenever I've watched people play, Delver, they always like a lot of people just snap side out the Spell Pierce, in the matchup. And that's kind of I don't know. I don't know if I'm good enough to explain it. Bolt plus Delver. Yeah, no worries. that was the plan. I was just thinking about the Pierce thing. Yeah, I think that's basically the gist of it. Like you can't counter any of the creatures with Pierce anyway, and Fluster's just really important. Like, yeah, you can't Daze, like, because Daze is so prevalent. You can't you can't counter through a Daze with a Fluster like with a Pierce like you can with a Fluster. That sort of rubbish. Can I just play this Dreadhorde? I think I'm just going to play the Dreadhorde because I've got the. I think I'm just going to play this Dreadhorde because I've got a second one. They already played 2 bolts. I could Preordain for something, potentially. This does open us up to Daze. I could Preordain for a land first, I guess, and then pass with the bolt. Yeah, basically. I think I'm just going to. They've only got 3 cards. I'm going to play this. If they Daze, I guess they can still play True-Name. I don't know. I think we get Dazed at some point. So I've got a second one. If they've got a Bolt, so be it. And they actually can't even play a Gurmag here because you can Dreadhorde, Bolt, and then Bolt. Wow, okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. Woo! Yeah, that was nice. That was sweet. That felt really good. Welcome everybody that's watching. We've got a nice number of viewers today, which is awesome. So thanks everyone that's hanging around. So if you've not watched me stream before, I did have like a 3-week break the other week. My name's Ethan. I live in the UK. I love playing Legacy and Eternal formats, and I enjoy playing them as well as I can, which is not that well. So the stream is just a way to hang out with you guys whilst I've got a bit of free time at the moment over the next couple of months, and to hopefully try and practice and improve a little bit with the support of the experts in chat, of which actually there are quite a lot, so that's really helpful. So currently playing Dreadhorde Delver today. We were going to play Red-Black Goblins or Bad Boys, but because we've got the interface update with Magic Online, Mana Traders is currently not working as far as I can ascertain. So PAL22, the legendary PAL22 in chat, Pete, has kindly lent us the cards for Dreadhorde, so that is what we are up to today. And for those following along with the post opening, we just opened 2 foreign black border German Red Blast, which look fantastic, and a foreign black border German Shatterstorm. The actual Antiquity Shatterstorms aren't that much, but I don't know. I quite like the German foreign black border ones, and that one's super cheap. So we'll play on. We'll go on the play again. I don't know when that comes out. Chase, I think. Yeah, no idea. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. Yeah, we'll keep this. This is like a medium. I guess it's got Dreadhorde in it, so it's pretty good. Dreadhorde and 2 cantrips is pretty good, and we've got a force to protect it potentially, so that's kind of nice. So we'll play the Scalding Tarn out and get a basic island. Do I want to ponder on turn 1? I guess I probably want to ponder on turn 1 since I've got this, actually. And if I can find a Daze to protect the Dreadhorde, that'd be even better. Or Preordain even. Don't want any of these. That'll do, I guess. Nothing wrong with more lands. And we'll probably get a second Volcanic Island, and depending upon what they're playing. Yeah, that sounds pretty sweet. Pulse of Morass is a really sweet card. I was amazed to see it when I first saw your list, because I used to play that in Standard all the time. But it's such a cool card. Definitely get behind that. Right, this turn they just played an island and passed. So maybe they think we're show and tell because we went Scalding Tarn Island Preordain and they're keeping up like a Spell Pierce. I think I'm kind of okay just to slam this Dreadhorde Arcanist, to be honest, because we want to get something going. The Wasteland's not doing anything. I'm not really pondering for anything else to do this turn. It spends all my mana, and I've got a force that I can pitch the Vapor Snag to. I think that's okay. If they've got Pierce plus Force, that's pretty bad, but then I've got to ponder the next turn to try and find something else. So I think I'm going to do that. I don't know. I need to do something, so I think this is okay. If they've got Force plus Pierce, then that could be pretty bad, but I've got to ponder to rebuild the following turn. Okay, nice. The fact that resolve feels good. Is this another mirror? I guess is a question. It is kind of. So I will force here. Oh, this probably is a mirror, isn't it? I don't really want to get dazed, but they could have. I guess they weren't going to daze last turn because they had the Abrade, so they might have the Abrade with a daze. Maybe I just let this go. The snag's not necessarily going to do very much though against blue-red. So. And we're going to get dazed at some point. The problem is, if they daze, we then can't wasteland their Volcanic Island. So maybe I just let this go and then ponder and try and find something else. I really don't want to get dazed. I'd like to wasteland the Volcanic Island in all honesty. I think I'm going to let this go. Because I want to be able to wasteland them and I don't want them to return their Volcanic Island. And they haven't cast any cantrips yet either, so they might not necessarily have. They might have to cast some cantrips and set some things up to draw some other lands. So let's cast this Ponder, see if we can find something else. So we'll keep these, but so we'll keep these because they're very good, obviously. Let's play this Wasteland out so we don't get dazed. Actually, I need to waste. I think I will Wasteland then play it. If they daze the Delver, that's fine because then they have no lands, and I don't want them to return this. So if this gets dazed, that's okay because we've got a second one. So we're just going to do this, and we could even force it, which we're not going to do. But it feels unlikely they're going to daze this. If they do, that's fine. We've got a second one. And if they bolt it with another red source, that's fine. We've got another one. And then we can play the Delver next turn and play a fetch land out, and then we get 2 Delver. Well, I guess we have to shuffle away the mountain first, but I know. I think this is fine. And the longer we hold this, the better it will get anyway, in a way, I think. Maybe not against the blue-red version, actually. There's not that many forcible threats because everything you can pretty much deal with apart from a True-Name, I suppose. Yep, that's fine. So we draw the Delver, shuffle away the Mountain, and then we've got a Force of Will or a Snag to deal with something annoying. We are opening ourselves up to Fork Bolt this turn, which is definitely, maybe I should... I guess there's an argument not to play the second one because I don't want to get Fork Bolted. But I think if they're playing Dreadhorde, which they're most likely playing, a lot of lists don't play Fork Bolt and just play Chain Lightning. So maybe it's fine to just hedge that they won't have Fork Bolt. I think there's less Fork Bolts running around at the moment. And you're probably right, it's not worth playing around. I'd rather just double flip this next turn and then just be off and running. Whew, buddy. I think I'm going to let that go. I don't think I need to worry about that. We've already got one in play. I will play the Flooded Strand and pass though. Getting the force out of them feels good because now it feels like we should be able to force whatever they've got with kind of impunity. So if they've got a True-Name here, we can force through... oh, this is going to be a Bolt. That's going to be pretty annoying. It's a Dreadhorde Arcanist. Okay, I think I'm going to... Maybe we just force this. They just cast the Force of Will. If they've got a Pierce, we can pay for the Pierce. They need Pierce plus Daze, or they'd need triple Daze. They basically need to have Spell Pierce here, or a second Force, I guess. They could have another Force. They've cast 2 cantrips. I think I'm going to force this because this puts us in big trouble. I think just... yeah, that's all seems fine. Right, let's remember to crack this. Fetch land. Get another island. I guess we can just get a Volcanic Island, to be honest. We've got enough mana. No, but we will take the Wasteland. No, do we Wasteland them here? They'd need to rip a True-Name off the top because they didn't cast a True-Name last turn, which I think they probably... I don't know, actually. Would you cast True-Name or Dreadhorde Arcanist first? That's an interesting question. You'd waste. Yeah, I think I'm going to waste because we just can't beat True-Name, whereas we can always draw something for Dreadhorde. And we could still just naturally flip the Delver. We've got a bunch of instants and sorceries in this deck, so... I think Wasteland is definitely worth it. Cheers, Jedi Goff. Yeah, that's definitely the sort of thing that I would forget to do. You've been here before. I know. I reckon it was your name. Definitely been here before. Yep. Okay, so they still haven't found another bolt. They've actually only cast an Abrade, so they've got a bunch of burns somewhere in their deck that they haven't found yet. So, alright, please flip. Nice. And to be honest, I'm going to hold... Now we've flipped the Delver, I'm going to hold the Tarn. Because I can always brainstorm that away at some point. I don't need this at the moment. Yeah. Whew. Yeah. This is definitely not a remembering to crack our fetch land stream. Okay, that sucks, but there's nothing we can do about that. But if they have to... But the good thing is, if they have to cast the Abrade... I mean, to be honest, they should probably cast a cantrip to try and find a bolt. We could do with a bolt. Be nice to draw a bolt here. We haven't drawn one either. Mountain's not really what we're after. Let's get in for 3 and hope... So we're going to hope that they go for the flashback Abrade line. Oh no, they cast it for free, don't they? Oh no, they can't flashback Abrade. Okay, we might be okay. So they have to get a cantrip. They have to get a cantrip. Sorry, yeah, you're right, they can't. Yeah, all of you are right. Sorry, I'm not restricting the chat. Do I play the Scalding Tarn out? I haven't drawn a Brainstorm yet. So I'm probably going to put this into play at some point anyway, and then this means I can pierce through a Pierce plus a Daze. They haven't cast... They might not have Pierce. They might not have Pierce. I'm going to play this out. I think it's okay to play that out. I've got a land in hand, and we definitely want the fetch land for the Brainstorm when we eventually draw it. So, yeah, I think may as well play it. And hopefully they don't find what they want off one of these cantrips. I guess I should probably leave this open. So they're going for the Ponder, which makes a lot of sense. This does... no. Yeah, we can't pierce whatever they play, which is annoying. We do need to try and draw not a land at some point. They didn't shuffle, which is terrifying. So this is probably going to get bolted, which I can't pierce. Yeah, okay, well that happens, which is a real shame. And now they've got a bolt in the yard for the Dreadhorde. So this has turned around very quickly. We've had 2 rough draws. That's... now we're all good. Yeah, that's not really what we're after though. So we'll put the mountain and... we're running out of time to get Pierce Equity. But the problem is if I shuffle the Pierce away... I guess I could shuffle the Delver away. Because that's going to get eaten by the bolt anyway. I'm going to Brainstorm again to try and find removal. So maybe what I want to do... Pierce and Mountain, yeah. Yeah, Mountain Pierce. Yeah, alright, we'll do that. I guess we can always force the bolt. The Pierce just is so bad. Let's get the basic Mountain. I guess we can just get a Volcanic Island. I guess it really doesn't matter. At this point. And try and find a bolt. Which we did. Fantastic. Okay, this is good. This is very good. And then we can play... actually, hang on. Let's just do this right. I guess I keep the Force in hand. So play the Delver next turn. Oh, and then I suppose that's true. Oh, I see. Yeah, to flip it. Yep. We'll do that. Yep. Cool. I think I'm going to force this. I think I'm going to force this because otherwise I just lose. If they have a Pierce, we get Super Branch, but that's okay. All right. So everybody has nothing, and we've stacked our we stacked it in a way. Yeah, okay. I guess it is what it is. So we're going to draw a Wasteland, which at least means we can take them off a land. Do I play the Wasteland out? I don't think so. I think I just pass. Don't think there's any reason to Wasteland. I'll try and keep up with... That's terrifying. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, everything you said makes sense. Okay, now we've got a bolt for this. That seems pretty good. They've got a horribly ugly Delver, though. Right. Let's just bolt this. Pass the turn. We're getting pretty low, and we've only cast 2 bolts. So we've still got 2 bolts. Oh, that's rough. That is super rough. So we could do with one of those. Okay, let's ponder. Yeah, maybe holding the bolt for Arcanist is right. That's very true. Jokes, we're all good. So now we can go Bolt, Delver, Dreadhorde. Then we can play the Delver next turn and flip that. And we can play this turn. I can play through a Daze. And to be honest at this point, I may as well just Wasteland them. just so they've got less mana to spend on cantrips. And actually, cutting them off 1 red mana is probably quite good here. Yeah, Spell Snare would have sucked. That's fair. Okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. So we can still race them. So they're actually dead. They're actually dead if they don't have an answer to this Delver, because we can play the Delver, flip it to Bolt, and then we're all good. So hopefully they just don't have a way to kill this Delver. They're through 2 bolts. Let's see what happens. Nothing we can do here. I'm gonna just do this. So please, can we just at no time? Can we just dodge a bolt?
Let's see if it pays off for.
No whammy. That's fine. Is this a concession lockup? Hopefully. Sweet! Alright, nice. That was a sweet win. Winning the game ones in these seems good, especially since I'm 4 minutes down on clock. Holy jeez. Right, okay, so we definitely want all of these. We definitely want all of these. Do I want Abrade to bring in against... Let's just see what we're boarding out first. So if we're on the draw, we cut 2 days last time, which seems okay. I don't know. I don't think I want to bring in the Abrades. I've got quite a lot of removal. Abrades, I guess removal's so important though. What would I bring? I guess I could cut the Snag for an Abrade. I could do this. 1 Abrade seems okay. I don't really want anything else. I don't want to bring in a Narset on the draw. I think that's pretty reasonable. This worked last time. But we don't need the Vapor Snag because they're not playing anything horrific that we can't deal with burn apart from the True-Name. So I think having an Abrade just to get rid of stuff seems pretty good, honestly. Let's give it a go. I don't think I can keep this because I haven't got any cantrips. 1 land without any cantrips seems miserable. And we're playing against a Wasteland deck, so I'm going to mull this. This is a lot better. And we can bottom that. I guess I should have... No, I do want to bottom that. I don't want to draw it. Yeah, we're not going to shuffle it away because it's on the draw. Let's see if they fix the scry bug. I think I'm okay preordaining here because I'd like, since I've not got enough going on for the time being, like I've not got a lot going on at the moment because I've got the True-Name and I want to bolt next turn. I don't think I want the mountain. I don't think I want the Ponder at the moment. I'd rather find a Daze. Force is not a bad draw. So now we can potentially go bolt you through a Daze next turn. And then on our 3rd turn, we can play the True-Name with Force pitching Ponder backup. I guess it's possible that we need to hold the bolt. If they play a Dreadhorde, we're going to bolt that instead, I think. Are we actually? I don't know. I actually don't know. They haven't got anything in the bin yet. And they can't attack into the True-Name with the Dreadhorde. and the Delver's just going to kill us. So I think I'm actually going to bolt the Delver, because if we play the True-Name, the Force of Will's pretty. This is a pretty bad draw. If we play the True-Name, that checks the Dreadhorde. So I think I'm going to bolt the Delver. Anybody have any complaints? You've got like 10 seconds to decide whether you think that's reasonable. I guess I could also cast the Ponder as well. Let's get this mountain. Based on the context of my hand, I think I want to bolt the Dreadhorde. Bolt the Delver, sorry. Because we don't have any other ways to deal with that at the moment. I'm going to do that. This could be wrong, but I also have to make a decision. And I think... I guess I need to ponder, really. Okay, this worked out nicely, actually. This worked out really well. So I will go Pyromancer on top, Bolt on top, Preordain on top, so I can pitch the Preordain. And I might actually just... now we don't necessarily have to play the True-Name. Although I'd quite like to, because I don't want to get wasted. Yeah, the second bolt is great. The second bolt is indeed great. Yeah, so they get some value off of this. This is pretty nice, actually. Double Brainstorm with before cracking the fetch land is pretty gosh darn nice. Okay, after it, fair enough, either way around. It's pretty good. Okay, the fact they've got the Volcanic Island is making me want to Bolt plus Wasteland next turn instead of playing the Volcanic Island and playing the True-Name. Let's just see what they do. Let's just see what they do. They're going to play a Pyromancer. Okay, that's fine. I'm not so worried about that. Yeah, now we can just kill the Dreadhorde through a Daze. So I think I'm going to play the Wasteland, bolt the crap out of this. So they need a Force, which they don't have, which is good. Let's Preordain. This is risky because it means that the True-Name might not get through a Force, but I need to find other stuff anyway. I think I'm better off casting these things. Oh yeah, I've got this. Oh, okay, alright, this is interesting. What do I have? They have got 4 cards in hand. We've got a couple of bolts. I think I'll just keep both of these, honestly. I should probably stack those the other way around, but it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to Wasteland the Volcanic Island, and we'll go from here. And now... Oh, that was a good... Okay, yeah, we can do that. We'll lead with the Pyromancer debate removal. That's a good shout. And now I've got I can now pitch the True-Name to a Force. Which is what I was thinking of doing. Yeah. I'll play the Pyromancer first because I keep just playing these into removal, which is fine when I've got 2 of them, which we did last game. But this game I think I need something else because they could actually cast much in the what they've cast no removal yet, and I don't really want to Force of Will a Lightning Bolt, to be perfectly honest. So let's play this bad boy off of this, and go from there. Yeah. So this might get spell. Is this a Spell Snare? Wow, they actually have Spell Snare in their deck. That's a surprise, honestly. That's pretty bad, actually, because now... No, I suppose it's baited it for the Dreadhorde. That's fine. That's fine. That's the same as removal, so... I guess Spell Snare is actually pretty good in the Dreadhorde mirror, so that's probably fine. Yeah, the Dreadhorde can deal with the Pyromancer. Yep. We could also just draw Electrickery as well. We could literally just draw Electrickery this turn, which would be good. So definitely want to draw Electrickery. Oh, I forgot to change the Electrickery. That should totally be the Blazing Volley. Blazing Volley would be so good right now. All right, well we're gonna go for it. They have double Daze, or they're just trying to make tokens. They're just trying to go super wide so we're dead. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, We might actually just be dead. I bet this isn't even double Daze. I bet this is just we have a bolt in hand, so you're dead. Yeah, I think this is a you're dead. Because now we actually can't attack anyway. We couldn't have attacked anyway, I guess, but I don't know. This feels like a rough spot. I bet they've got bolt in hand. They're just going to go bolt to face. We really need to find that second. Is that second Pyromancer just did us in? Maybe I should have forced the second Pyromancer. I did think about it. I did very much think about it. Okay, they're going to go super safe here and bolt this. We are going to force the crap out of this because otherwise we're just dead in the water. If they have a Daze, we're dead. Okay, we get to live one more turn. I guess we only take 3 this... Oh no, they're just going all in. Fair enough. Yeah, we really need... So now we need to find... Now we need to go Cantrip, Electrickery, and then we're all good. But Blazing Volley is the card that we need in our deck, which I had forgotten about. Come on, Electrickery one time. We can still do this, so we can attack with the Dreadhorde, and then we can cast the Ponder and try and find it that way. Hang on, that's the wrong button. I meant to click. What am I doing? Here we go, right. So let's cast this Ponder and see if we can find our Electrickery that we boarded in. And we can shuffle this. Yeah, we'll shuffle this. Ah. Ah, never mind. Okay, alright.
Dumpster!
That was pretty close. Blazing Volley would be really good though. Yeah, I can see why that's in the sideboard instead of the Electrickery. Alright, we'll run this back. That felt good. I don't think I want to change anything. Yeah, that seems fine, right? Alright, thanks everyone that's still with us. See if we can get this third one. Okay, seems fine. Seems absolutely fine. We'll cast this Preordain, try and find a Daze or something, some sort of interaction. I'll check the notifications in just a second. Let's just resolve this Preordain first since we're running low on clock as usual. Yeah, we want all of these, right? Okay, this hand's fantastic now. We're in a fantastic spot. Thanks so much for the follow, Clash007. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Thanks for checking us out. So we'll lead on the Pyromancer. Then we will play... yeah, if we lead on the Pyromancer, that means the following turn we can go Dreadhorde through a Daze plus Ponder. This is a really nice curve. Now we can just slam threats. Sweet! I guess you're not going to Daze there. I guess you're really not going to Daze there. Yep, go nuts. Yep. Yep. And I think I'm just going to play the Dreadhorde this turn. Yeah, I could just slam... I was thinking about TNN as well. I don't really want to get Dazed, though. If we draw a Daze or a Force, then I will. But I think I'm going to keep playing through Daze for the time being, to be honest. It is tempting just to slam the True-Name. It really is. But I think I'm going to play the Dreadhorde through a Daze. Like, we've got 4 lands now, so... And I may as well get this... I may as well play this off of an island. Oh no, I don't need to even do that, potentially. Alright, let's just do this. I don't want to get Dazed. At all, really. And now I'm going to try and find a Daze of my own. Okay, these seem great. I probably should have stacked this in the other order. It doesn't matter, I don't think. That's fine. Having the Electrickery is fantastic. I do not want to shuffle. This is fine. Okay. Now I'm not that worried even if the Dreadhorde gets killed, because we should be able to resolve this. And then we've got an Electrickery to clear up the board again. We've got an Abrade for their Dreadhorde. And we have an Electrickery to clean up the board against their Pyromancers. And at the moment we're just putting pressure on them the whole time. So they have to cast a bunch of cantrips to try and find ways to deal with our threats. Okay, that's great. That's absolutely fine. No worries. That's definitely a weird one, actually. Oh, we don't have a bolt, that's why. Okay, they do have a bolt. So if they force this Abrade... Yeah, they could force of all the Abrade. Let's play the Volcanic Island. I think I'm going to attack and cast the Ponder first. And go from there, to be honest. Because I don't really want to cast the... Sorry, I should do this. I don't want to cast the... Yeah, let's cast the Ponder. See what we can find. If we can find a Bolt, that would be fantastic. We did not. I think I'm going to shuffle this. Because I've got a Brainstorm to try and find a Bolt too. Or this Preordain maybe. Or I could just Abrade. That's fine. Hey, how's it going, Arkan? Yeah, not too bad. You'd Abrade. Yeah, fair enough. We'll just do that then. Hang on, let's just do this off the right mana. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just do this. I just have a horrible feeling this is going to get countered, but I guess we got a Brainstorm. Nice. Okay. Now I'm going to Preordain, I think, and try and find a Reb. Hey, look at that. Nice. Alright, feeling in a good spot here. And we've also got a Force of Will for a... We've also got a Brainstorm for a Force of Will if we need to. Yep, that's fine. Maybe that wasn't fine. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't fine. We've got a Force of Will. Let's attack and Preordain. Try and do this quickly. I'm not checking chat just as much at the moment. Now I don't even care that much. I think I might actually just keep this second Dreadhorde and play this True-Name. Yeah, I think I'm actually just going to play this True-Name. Hang on, I'm not going to play this True-Name. Well, now they know we have a True-Name. Yeah, and we've got the second one, so I'm not worried about this casting the Lightning Bolt anymore. Wrong one. Let's not misclick with 6 minutes left on the clock. So they need to have a Force here or a Reb. We can force the Reb, which we will do. I think that's fine. Honestly. That's fine. So we might get pierced here. Or maybe this is a Brainstorm to try and find a Force. If this is a second Reb, okay, good. Thank the Lord for that. And now we'll pass the turn. Okay, so now we just need to try and keep playing quickly so we don't time out. Chain Lightning, that is fine. That is also fine. Hopefully they play like a Pyromancer out, which I guess they're not going to do. I think I'm going to play the Dreadhorde and pass. I don't want them to attack into the True-Name. That's going to spell it. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. We'll Reb this. So they could trade these by attacking with their Dreadhorde, and I guess now the Delver flips. I think that was fine. Please don't flip. Please don't flip. One time, don't flip. Sweet. So they can trade Dreadhordes. I don't know. I would have kept that maybe to. I guess we want to take us off double red. Yes, they can trade Dreadhordes. Yeah, which they're probably going to do, which is fine. And now we can start clocking in with the True-Name Nemesis. That's okay. And we need to keep playing at a reasonable pace. I'm kind of tempted to fire off this Electrickery this turn, to be honest, but I guess we're racing the Delver fine at the moment, so I should probably just hold it, to be honest. I will... Is there any point wastelanding them? I guess I'll wasteland them. I don't know. I should probably hold this for a Brainstorm, but... Yeah, I don't really want them to just flip that and run away with it. Now we've just got to threaten play. Let's just see what we can do. And this way... Oh yeah, actually wasting them was good because now we can Daze a True Name. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So now we just need to clock them and just close the game out in 4 minutes. That was a good draw. That was a good draw. Let's get in for 3. Play the Delver. Pass a turn. Special clip there just for you, Archon. I don't know if that was laggy or not. Nice. Oh, yeah. This deck is sweet. All right, sweet 2-1. That's nice. That's a nice. That's a nice. That's a nice record to be at for once. All right, what else? Okay, let's just open this other package then quickly while we're having a break. So thanks everyone for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed yourselves. Thanks for the follows and everything. Nice to have you all with us on this very quite pleasant English day, to be honest. Nice weather in the UK. I'll try and open that while we're doing this. Alright, so we're playing some Blue-Red Delver, Blue-Red Dreadhorde Delver. Dreadhorde's like nuts in this deck. And we're having a lot of fun with it. So we were going to stream Bad Boys, which is Black-Red Goblins today. Unfortunately, Mana Traders is down at the moment, so we're not doing that. And Pete, the legendary Power 22, is kindly lending us the pieces for Dreadhorde today instead. So instead of ringleadering some nerds, we are Dreadhording them instead. I'm missing like the Wastelands, ports and whatnot. I won't have time to do another league after this, unfortunately. But I'm sure Mana Traders will be. I've got all the creatures. I just don't have the ports, files, Wastelands. But I won't be able to do them today anyway. So I will just have to stream that next week. This is probably okay. I think I'll keep this, and probably get it. And I guess we can decide what to fetch with. I can't remember what this is going to be. Is this going to be lands? Is that right? Is this going to be lands? Can't remember. So we can decide what to fetch off of this based on their play. Be nice to be able to not play a Wasteland matchup, and then we can get a Volcanic, so we can Preordain and cast the Dreadhorde Arcanist off of one of the Wastelands. If not, we'll just have to get a basic island. Oh, miracles. Okay, right. So we will get We'll probably get a Volcanic Island. Okay, sweet. We can just do this instead. Okay, now we can just get a basic island. That's fine. Normally on miracles. Okay, sweet. I can never remember what everybody plays. Apart from the obvious ones. Like Power 22. Alright, while we're waiting for the fetch land to resolve, so we just opened 2 Ice Age Fiery Justice. Very nice. It's the best version by a long way. And unfortunately they're not OG factories, but just 2 anthologies? Anthologies or Chronicles factories. We're just going through mail day whilst we're in between actions on Modo. Had a bunch of posts come in, so I figured I'd just open it on the stream while we're doing stuff. Let's get an island and cast this Preordain. Don't really want the mountain at the moment, but the Daze could be okay. The Daze means that we can resolve the Dreadhorde with Daze and Force backup, which seems good. Also means we can protect it with Daze plus Force backup. The Wastelands aren't looking stellar, so hopefully we draw a Brainstorm for those soon enough. So I feel like Dreadhorde should be very... Like, Dreadhorde is the sort of piece that Delve has always been missing against Miracles in terms of the card advantage to keep up with aspect. So it'd be interesting to see how this match plays out. Because you often just... Eventually, if your threats get answered, if the games go long, then you just run out of cards, and your opponents just run away with it. So... Right, so we've got Daze and Force. I think I will force a plow, to be honest. I don't want to double Daze. Okay, they're just gonna Terminus. All right, I think I'm gonna force this. To be honest, we can Daze a Jace. I'd like to play the True-Name next turn. Oh, we can Wasteland them as well. Okay, I think I think the fact they got the Tundra, they've tapped this. I think I'm definitely going to force this. Maybe I should. The True Name is very good though. I think this is right to do. Now I can always. Okay, so now I can. I can't Daze. Okay, that sucks. Okay, no matter. I guess. No matter. Maybe I should have pitched this and then double Dazed, but I think I'm gonna. They've got 2 Tundras. At least we're not gonna get. I think I'm just gonna play the True Name. What do they pitch? They pitch a Narset. Jace doesn't really matter that much. If we've got the True Name in play, I guess. I think I'm just going to play this True Name. Like, they just used a Terminus and a Force to deal with this. And then we can double Wasteland them next turn, which seems super appealing. And even if he sets a Terminus on top of his library, he won't be able to get through that. Yeah, okay, so I think that's okay. This could work out for us. And we can also Daze a Jace still. So we can Daze a Jace, untap double Force if we need to. Not double Force, double Wasteland, sorry. Mentor, that's pretty scary. Although not as... now double Wasting seems less good, I guess, because they're going to have a second land, but it is what it is. That's a very good clock. Let's Brainstorm first, try and find a Bolt. He should probably crack... I guess he doesn't want to crack that in response because he has to get Tundra if he wants to counter anything. Okay, that's a really good draw. So He's got 2 cards in hand. Let's put this back and put the Brainstorm back. Play the Wasteland. Get in for 3. Waste both the Tundras. Yeah, he probably won't have any more. That's a good point. He probably won't have any more after this. I'm just trying to think. Is there a way I can... I guess if I bolt it this turn, it's probably quite likely to resolve. It's probably quite likely to resolve, like to kill it even. He needs to have 2. He needs to have 2 spells to pump it that he can cast right now. So he could cast a Force, which would be 1 spell, or he could cast a cantrip. So I think it definitely dies, right? He can't have 2 spells unless he's playing Daze, which I guess if he has to be playing, he has to have Daze plus another spell to be able to stop it. I think I should waste the Strand. You're right. Sorry, Pete. You're absolutely right. I think I'm going to waste the Strand. I think I'm 100% going to waste the Strand. Yeah. Definitely going to do that. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, then I got the Daze of the Force of Will. Yeah, absolutely 10 out of 10. I have taken these lines before. I was too tunnel visioned on getting rid of both of his white sources, both of his Tundras. But no, I think this is the right thing to do because if we kill the Mentor, he's already spent a load of resources. Oh, I shouldn't have played the Wasteland though. I should have wasted him with one of the Wastelands so he didn't know, I guess. But I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter too much. So he knows we've got a bolt at this point, I imagine. That's fine. And we'll just Wasteland one of these. Doesn't really matter. And now we can Daze a Jace next turn. I don't know, it is a cool play, but it's also often correct. And we'll draw another Wasteland, I'm sure. Like we've got, it's not like we needed the mana, so I think that's fine. If he doesn't have a land, then we can Daze a Council's Judgment. The only downside, I guess the big downside, is if he has Council's Judgment and he needed a second white source, in which case that could bite us. It's quite possible that second white source and Council's Judgment is more likely than him having Force plus, like having 2 cut, like having a Daze in hand. So maybe I should have just bolted it. I don't know. It's possible I should have just bolted it because it's super unlikely that he can pump it twice. And now if he has Council's Judgment plus a land, we're kind of in trouble. So I don't know really. Please don't Natural Terminus me. Sweet. Please don't have Council's Judgment as one of your 2 cards. God damn it. We should have wasted twice. If we get Council's Judgment, I'm going to be so annoyed. But I didn't think about it in time anyway, so. Also, again, unfortunately these aren't the OG ones, but they've got the OG art. So 4 very nice 4th edition Ball Lightnings with the fantastic Quinton Hoover art. Look how good they look. This is for old school, so going to be playing some old boys, old school goblins. What are we on match? We're on the 3rd round. 3rd match, I think? Oh no, we're on the 4th match. It's a fairy. Okay, I mean that resolves. Nothing we can do about that. That's good. I was so worried that's going to be a Council's Judgment. Yeah, it probably doesn't matter that much. You're probably right. So he went down. I guess I just killed the Teferi. The Teferi's kind of annoying because it means I can't counter anything. And, like, he's obviously just trying to cantrip it, but maybe I should have Brainstormed to try and find a bolt. I don't know. I think this is okay. I think I'm going to keep the Daze. I don't want the Volcanic Island. I could probably get rid of the Brainstorm for now, maybe, and just ponder off of the cracked. I might get rid of both of these and try and find a Force of Will that way. I guess I'll do this off of an island. I don't think it matters too much. I guess that's a threat. I don't know. This doesn't seem that... I don't think that's that good. I think I'm going to shuffle this. Okay, that didn't work out that well. I don't think I want to, I don't think I want the Pyromancer and a land, because I'd have to... Whew. And I'm glad I shuffled that. Yeah, maybe I just burnt both of the cantrips for no reason. I guess drawing the 2 lands there in a row is kind of unlucky, but don't know. I can't really race him. I think I have to try and race him though. Like if I'm not attacking, I don't know how I'm winning this game. And he has to like cast an end of turn Brainstorm to get something really good going anyway, so I can always hold this back once he goes off a bit more. I don't know. I think I need to attack, basically. It's possible that me just casting those cantrips has kind of buried us a bit there. That might have been very poor. Hopefully he's just got like 2 plows in hand. And I guess that's another reason to have shuffled away the Pyromancer, because plow's pretty bad. So I think I'm just going to keep attacking for now, and I'm not going to cast this second Brainstorm, because there's probably, as Pete said, there's probably no need. I guess I can still cast it? I don't know. What was... Oh, I need to answer the Mentor. Yeah, fair enough. Alright. I guess that's true. I do need to answer the Mentor. Yeah, that's true. Alright, well hopefully he doesn't have loads of things in hand then to pump this. This could just be Force of Will, which we can Daze. Actually, hopefully this is just Force of Will because then we can Daze it. Maybe this is just hardcast Force of Will. Yeah, you're right, obviously. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to float a red and return the Volcanic Island, I think. Nice. Let's put both of those back. Shuffle this. Get another Volcanic Island. Cast the Preordain. I guess we could keep that. Oh no, I do want to keep that. Yeah, because then I can flip the Delver. Okay, we might actually have a way through this now. All right, this worked out really well. This worked out really well. Now he has to find a terminus like right now. You'd have bottomed the pierce? Yeah, maybe. The thing is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can pierce a hard cast terminus, which I guess isn't going to happen because he'll just put it on top. Yeah, I probably should have bottomed the pierce. I don't know. Yeah, I guess he's dead to bolt even if I don't flip it. I don't know. The thing is, if I flip the Delver, it means I can just draw a bolt, whereas otherwise he could block the Delver. The pit. Yeah, I don't know. You're probably right. We're through 2 Mentors somehow though. It's probably just going to plough the Delver anyway. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Pierce was probably loose. The Pierce was probably super loose. Because he's probably got a plow anyway. Yeah, I even made that comment earlier about the Pyromancer. So I should have just bottomed the Pierce. You're absolutely right. I was like, oh, I can flip the Delver, but the Delver's not going to survive, so... nice spell Pierce, idiot. Okay, please hardcast Terminus. Please hardcast Terminus. We're just in for the big hardcast Terminus plan.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Don't flip Terminus, just hardcast it. That was a lot of cantrips, though. A Ponder, Preordain, and a Ponder. Please don't... Sweet. Okay, so just hardcast Terminus. Ooh. I guess we could have pierced the Jace as well, possibly. Yep. So we need another bolt. We've got ways to win this still. That's fine. Do I pierce this just to burn the pierce because it's not going to do anything else? I think I'm going to pierce this. Oh, I can't pierce it. I can't pierce it. I can't pierce it. I got there, we got there. Now he knows I've got a counter spell in hand. Now he knows I'm holding Pierce. Damn it. I guess he might think I've just got a Brainstorm. Oh dear. So bad. So unbelievably bad. Alright. Let's just find a Brainstorm. Or a Bolt even. Let's just find a Bolt. Come on, just give me a Bolt. Give me a Bolt. God damn it. I have to just attack him, right? I have to attack him. There's like no universe in which I attack this Teferi, I don't think. Yeah, wasting is fine, I guess, because it keeps him off hardcast Terminus. But I don't think there's a universe. Yeah, exactly. I think I'm just because he's just dead in 2 turns, right? And he put 2 cards on top, though, to be fair. He put 2 cards on top of his library. He did put 2 cards on top of his library. I guess I still just need to get him dead to Bolt. Yeah, I still just need to get him dead to Bolt. Yeah, you're right. Puts him dead to Bolt. So we're going to get Terminus this turn. There's no way we don't. Here it comes. Yeah, here's the miracle trigger. So this
the dumpster.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. Wow. So close. So gosh darn close. And he can cast a Ponder now to set up the top of his counterbalance. I mean, that's pretty good, right? How many 3s? How many? I guess he could have a Narset. This is going to get flipped to a Narset. This is going to flip a Narset. I can smell it. Here it comes. Sweet. Or CJ, yeah, CJ for the double rubbins. Come on, don't have a CJ. Let's do this. Come on, if we can take this first game, then I feel a lot better about this. It's been a sweet match, though. This is a sweet game so far.
Victory!
Yeah, he's already through 2, so I mean, I guess most of them only play 3 at the moment. Okay, nice. All right, let's see if we can take it down. So this is what we want the Narsets for, which is sweet. Flusterstorm, we don't want Hydroblast. Hang on, let me just grab the right cards here. Pyroblast is fantastic. And potentially Surgical is worth bringing in. So I'll put 1 there for now. 2 Force seems fine. The Fork Bolt doesn't seem very good. Pierce seems good. Probably want to cut... I guess we could cut a Fetch Land. Keep all the Forces. I always board wrong against Miracles. I don't have an orb. Yeah, Vapor Snag's definitely coming out. I don't have an orb. I've only got Null Rod. Yeah, wasting a fetch. I was going to do a fetch land at least. I probably want to get rid of... I'll get rid of the Misty Rainforest because that's the ugly art. Oh, cut a Wasteland over a fetch. Sorry. Okay, got you. Alright. Do I want to... I mean, do I want to cut... I think I want to keep it at least... What do I want to cut another Daze? I've got 2 more cuts. I could not bring in the surgical. I could not do that. And then I can make 1 more cut. I could do this, maybe. I want all my threats. Oh, I could cut more bolts. -2 wastelands total. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess bolt's pretty good with Arcanist. I could cut 1 bolt and then bring in the other surgical. 2 days is okay. Okay, so I could do this. Alright. Bolt's really good. We've got Pyroblast as well. Alright. Someone... You wouldn't bring in Surgical. Alright, we'll do this then. This is what we'll do. Maybe Surgical's just too cute. Alright. That's the plan. 10 seconds. I think this makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. I'm just going to submit because I don't want timeout. I have timed out boarding before and it seems miserable. Well, it is miserable. Okay, let's see if we can get the second match. The second game, even.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
This is a mulligan. First 7 land, no hand we've had of the evening, though. Of the afternoon, which is nice. Keep both of those and crack on. So we'll just go Delver on 1 and go from there. Sweet games this league, though. Really sweet games. What did we lose to in the first round? I can't actually remember. Was it Rug? It was Rug, yeah. So what have we actually beaten? We lost to Rug. And then did we beat Blue-Red Delver twice in a row? Or did we beat something else? Or is this only the 3rd? I'm pretty sure this is the 4th round. 4th match, yes, it's the 4th match. I can't remember what else we beat. Was it Blue-Red twice? Did we go Rug, Blue-Red, Blue-Red? Anyone remember? Grixis. That was it. Grixis and Blue-Red, yeah. Wow, so Mono Delver and then Blue-White. So it's not the... weirdly enough, it's not the... maybe I should have waited to play that round with a Pierce backup. I don't know. Yeah. Or hold the spell Pierce for counterbalance. That's also reasonable. I think I'm going to hold the Pierce this turn. I think I'm going to go Ponder, Scalding Tarn, hold the Pierce this turn. Lost a misplay with Daze versus Rug, yeah. I'm going to watch that Rug match again for sure, and try and see how bad that was. I just couldn't concentrate that match because we'd had the problem with the mana traders, and I just was like all geared up to play goblins, and then just completely shoved that first match deep inside the garbage can. That was a free one. Now I might just play Pyromancer. Don't know, this is kind of hard. I could Ponder and hold up Pierce. But I think... and I'm going to do this... Okay, quick question. Do they keep in Back to Basics ever against Delver? Would you not just side out Back to Basics? Can I get a Volcanic Island or do I need to get a red? Do I need to get a mountain? Anybody know? Can I get Volcanic Island or is that loose? Okay, I'm gonna get a Volcanic Island and hope that's the case. I would have thought so as well. I just want to make sure that I'm not doing anything stupid, that's all. Because I really want to be able to cast double cantrips next turn, but I also don't want to get Back to Basics. It seems to me like you would cut that card, but I just want to check. Whew. I guess that's still bad, but Could have been worse. So they're just going to bounce the Pyromancer? Yeah, okay, that's fine. I guess it's not that fine. I guess it's not that fine. Yeah, but back to basics in the Tundra Mirror makes sense, though, in a way. Like, I can see why you'd bring that in there, because they wouldn't play around it, so you can just get people with it. I don't think Callum used to cut... I think Callum didn't used to cut back. Like, it was a weird system where, like, people would cut it, so you'd play around it, and then when people got used to that, people would leave it in, or bring it in, because they wouldn't play around it, because they'd expect you to cut it. Okay, I actually can't cast... I'm just going to play this out again. I can't cast the counterspell with the Ponder anyway now, so I just need to play it back out. We may as well just auto-pass, because I can't... I can't cast counterspells, so that kind of sucks, but there's nothing I could have done about that. We might just get ranched this game at this point, to be perfectly honest. This is pretty rough. So I could do with a Lightning Bolt or a Reb here. Yeah, we might just be in trouble at this point, because we can't cast any of these 4 cards. So, kind of punished for slamming the Pyromancer, I suppose. I sort of forgot about this. I think I should have, and we know they have the Narset. We know they have both of these cards, so I probably should have thought about that a little bit more. The Wasteland doesn't do anything here. I guess we're just going to have to play the Dreadhorde out, which also doesn't do anything. Let's just see what happens. It definitely feels like we're getting to the point where he might just want to go on to game 3 here. Because this is... Unless we draw Bolt really, really soon, I think we've basically lost the game. This is like super punishing for the line we took, which I think is reasonable. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but... Because we also need to get pressure on the board. Like, you can't just sit around and durdle against Miracles, so... and they'd already swords the Delver, so... And in fact, if they just had the Teferi out, it wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, I think the problem is, though, it's just the double punishment of the fact it was Teferi into Narset. If it had just been Teferi, then we could still at least cast our Ponders, and it would be okay. Yeah, I think we're just going to go to the 3rd game. I don't think we're winning now at all. We're super dead. And we need all the time... We need as much clock as we can. I guess you got a Delver. Alright, I guess you got a Delver. I guess you got a Delver. Yeah, maybe we should have just held up Pierce. Because we were worried about... because we know they had these... It's a shame we didn't... Yeah, I guess we didn't have Dazes. I'm not sure if I should be cutting Daze against the Planeswalker Miracles deck. I'm not sure I should be cutting as much Daze. Teferi's only a 1-off? Fair enough. But we know they have Narset as well, though. I don't know. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna pack it in, I think. I don't know, let's give it like 2 more turns. Because you could still just draw like a True-Name or something. And we are ahead on clock, which is quite important. I certainly don't want to just sit here and time out an opponent, because that's not... A, it's not great viewing, and B, that's not really how I enjoy winning. But we could still just draw a True-Name, I guess. Flusterstorm doesn't matter if we draw a True-Name. Flusterstorm doesn't even seem like a good take off of this necessarily, I guess, because you can't cast anything yet. Okay, I mean, we draw another Delver. You'd scoop to this. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, they've got to answer the they've got to answer the Delver. They've got to answer our threats. We've got quite a lot of threats, so, and they also have to kill us. I think I'm willing to give it a bit longer at the moment. I guess you can just bounce it. That's fine. I suppose. Okay, they found a sword. So if we can find a True-Name. Now they got the Mentor. Okay, now they got the Mentor. I think I'm more inclined to scoop, because now we're probably dead. See, this I think is more scoopable. I think just those two They don't actually find that much. So, and now we just drew a Preordain, so that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fair. I think, yeah, so just quick justification there. So with Teferi and Narset out, so Teferi doesn't find you anything. It draws you a card once and then upticks slowly. And Narset can find you 2 cards over the course of her lifetime. So I think with both of those in play, they still need to do stuff to try and find answers and win conditions. And they didn't have a counterbalance in play yet, and we still could just draw creatures for the rest of the game potentially. Which we were kind of doing. We drew the Delver. The fact they played the Mentor, this probably would have just made me scoop. The fact they had Balance plus Mentor, I think is easy enough justification to scoop there. But I think before it's probably a bit quick. Because like True-Name could still just kill them. So I don't think we'll change it. I guess you still have 2 days. I guess we'll just give this a go. But that was definitely a rough one. That feels like it was pretty much their nut draw. So hopefully we don't get nut drawed again. Alright, well, we'll keep this. This is nice. And they're playing 3 Tundra, so I don't know. I wouldn't have thought they've got back to basics in the board, in the deck still. So we go turn on Delver. Turn 2, I think we're going to cast the Ponder and try and find something, because this isn't doing anything anyway yet. And these will be better a little bit later in the game. So we're just going to go turn 1 Delver, turn 2 Ponder, try and find a Pierce or something, or a Reb. Try and flip the Delver. And that's probably what we want to be doing. And hopefully we just can dodge a Plow on turn 1. Oh, we do actually have an island. I didn't see that. I thought that was 2 Volks. So this is pretty straightforward. So Delver on 1, turn 2 Ponder, try and find some protection, and then we're up and running. And also to flip the Delver. So please don't Plow us on turn 1. God damn it. Please, no Plow. Boo! Boo! Alright, well, we're still going to go for the Ponder plan, I think. Could still find a Wasteland for this too, which would be nice. Just jam Arcanist. That makes sense, fair enough. Could have done that. Could have done that. Could have done that. Now I'm going to play the Delver, which is a little awkward. Now I wish I'd cast the Brainstorm. Never mind. I don't want the other Arcanist. I also don't want to draw a land though. So I think I'm better off stacking like this. Even though I don't want to... The third Arcanist is probably better than the third land, in all honesty. Is that going to get forced? Hey, how's it going, Mr. Tomo999? Someone was right. It is actually Daze. It is actually Daze Miracles. What a tilt! What a tilt!
Dumpsters.
That's a good clip. That is a good clip. Pete, come on. It is good for us, I guess, but oh dear. Play this out. Now we can brainstorm. Get rid of one of these, maybe. Yeah, it is. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's just a dying. Ooh, buddy. And we can get rid of both of these. Okay, this worked out nice. Let's crack this. Play the Dreadhorde. And try and keep up on clock. We've actually found an opponent who is as slow as we are. Maybe they're streaming too, I actually don't know. Don't spell snare me. Hang on, oh, I didn't see it. Was I just supposed to play the Arcanist instead of casting the Brainstorm? Maybe. Maybe. I may have missed some chat on time there. I don't have the chat up at the same time as I'm looking at this, so that's what happens sometimes. Oh no, I feel like this has worked out. So they must have a force in hand. Yep. Or they would, I don't know. You could probably also cast the Brainstorm in response to the Dreadhorde as well. There's probably nothing wrong with that. So this gets ploughed, that's fine, we're just playing with the Dreadhorde. Yep, that's fine. And we'll just pass a turn. So we don't know what's on top, I don't think. Pierce would be nice. Flusterstorm's fantastic draw-ish, I guess. Ish. So fantastic draw-ish. We'll just play the Dreadhorde and pass. It's not good against the Planeswalker. Do they just have force in hand? They must have force. If this is force, that's really good because we can fluster it. Which would make me feel better because I'm not going to have to fluster a Narset or something. Maybe they've got like force of will plus like 1 blue card or something. I don't know. They might be Brainstorm locked. Yeah, they did not. They might be Brainstorm locked, actually. Now they've got a land? Maybe they're not. I don't know. Oh, Terminus. Yeah, good point. Okay, that's pretty rough. That is pretty rough. So we'd like to draw a Bolt. I think we kept all of those in. Yeah, we did. So Bolt would be nice. We can Fluster the Swords. Guess the Delver still works. This means that they have to cash this in. I'm not. So what happens if I cast this? I look at the top 3 and just rearrange them. Yeah, I'll draw them. I think I'm going to cast the Ponder in my graveyard. It doesn't net me a card, but I think it's worth casting it because I can at least choose something to flip the Delver. Right, that still works. Look at the top 3, put them back in any order, then I can draw a card. Yeah, so we're going to cast the Ponder, and look at the top 3. Okay, that's nice. So now we can go. Oh, I could just bolt the Narset. Do I want to bolt the Narset? I kind of want the Force in hand, to be honest. I think I want to go. I think I want to go Force, Bolt, Force. Oh, I'm not going to draw any of them. Okay. Yeah. But I still want to... Okay, what do I want to draw next turn? The Force or the Bolt? It doesn't matter because I'm going to flip. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So let's go... I think I'll still stack like this. You're right, I'm not going to draw any of them. I forgot about that. And then we'll play the Delver, which we can flip to a Force, which is fine. And then we'll hold the Flusterstorm up just in case for the time being. I don't want to just run out our final threat into a Terminus either. Oh, this will be a Supreme Verdict. Please don't be a Supreme Verdict. That'd be so miserable. At least, am I going to draw the Force? Maybe I should have drawn the Bolt. I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. That's not the worst. That's pretty annoying. 2, 3. I can Fluster this though. Pretty sure I can Fluster this. Yeah, 2 spells cast. So they need a second plough, a third plough. Oh, they can't plough again. Okay, that's fine. So they need like a counter spell. Oh no, they can't because it's Flusterstorm. Ignore me. Ignore me. We need to keep up on clock though. So hopefully this just flips. Yep. Oh, he didn't find anything off Narset? Wow, he missed off Narset. That's great for us. And he put 2 cards on top with the Preordain. So now, oh, we can draw the Force though. That's fine. Okay, so we have a Force. Yeah, whiffing there is super good. Do I cast the Ponder. So I know there's a Bolt and a Force of Will on top. Yeah, it is pretty risky. I think I'm going to Ponder first and see what we find. We know there's at least one Force. I think I'm going to do this. Yeah, I need to. I'm going to pitch the Force of the Force because I'm going to keep the Pierce and I've got the Bolt. I think I'm not going to play the Arcanist because if he's got he might have a Terminus which we can try and Force of Will, but we know he's got a Supreme Verdict in his deck, so I don't want to get verdicted because he tapped for that turn. How's it going, Francis? I don't want to get Supreme Verdicted, and I need to keep up on clock because we were ahead on clock and now I've taken ages. If we get Supreme Verdicted, we're just dead. Is Aston not doing my Roto picks, Francis? No, fair enough. Maybe he doesn't have Verdicts in hand. I guess he double ploughed. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know. Okay, we didn't get Terminus. That's good. That's fine. Yeah, probably right. You're probably right. But this, at least this way, this means... Hasn't had a conflict of interest. This, I have to force this because otherwise I'm dead. I can't cast anything. Okay, that was really good for us. So I've got a Pierce still. Now we're just going to go balls to the wall, put everything in play. You're right. I should have cast the Arcanist last turn. That was definitely a mistake. Unsurprisingly enough, that was a mistake. In a huge surprise to everybody, it was a mistake. I made a mistake. Oh no, come on. Really? I should have guessed that, right? I should have guessed that. What did he do? He down-ticked with... What did he do? He went Preordain, then he cast a Fairy, which we forced. He went top with Preordain. Okay, this was I think this was a blind flip. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a blind flip though, because he went with the last Preordain he cast. He went bottom top, and then he tried to cast the Teferi. So this was a blind one. So there was nothing I could do about that. Now I really regret playing the second Arcanist out, but we still need to try and win this somehow. Well, we still got outs. We just need to keep the clock up. But that was a blind one, so that's just how those go. Francis is a fan of the old blind Terminus. And at least this way we can bolt a Planeswalker potentially, so could be worse I suppose. Can't bolt a Teferi though, which is annoying. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. I think I'm just going to bolt him now, in all honesty. No, that's just dumb. I should not do that. That's just... Nothing I can do about that. Now we're probably just dead. And we're somehow behind on clock now. I don't understand. I think it's because I was annoyed by the Terminus. Yeah. So I'm going to Pierce. If this doesn't resolve, I can untap and bolt it. Sure. Let's try and play a bit more quickly. This has been a sweet match though. What was that? I don't even know what just happened. Oh, did they pay for 2? Am I being a turd? Did they just pay for 2? Did they have 2 mana up and I'm being an idiot? It's quite possible that's the case. I guess I'll Wasteland them. I'm not going to bolt that if they're not going to activate it. They might have just had 2 mana up and I'm being an idiot. And now we're going to get Jaced. Oh no, they've got that. Okay. I will bolt this in response to anything though. And I just hope that they just don't have a 1 on top. God damn it. I think we're just dead now. That was pretty close. The blind... The blind terminus really did us there. The blind terminus really did us. Yeah, we're just dead. Man, that sucks. It was a sweet match, and then we got blind terminus. Yeah, we're just done now. That was so close. I guess we'll just pass again. We're not going to win, but you never know. We could draw a TNN, I guess. He does actually have the verdict in hand, Pete. He does actually have the verdict in hand. I think he did, because he tapped 4 mana as if he was going to cast it. And I think he kept the verdict because he was worried about TNN, maybe? Right, we'll just pack it in here. Oh, you already conceded. Hang on. Right. Yeah, he kept. So he had the verdict in hand because he definitely tapped for verdict mana, and then cast double plow. So I bet he must have kept that to play around True-Name. And decide to go for double force, which I guess plays into Flusterstorm. But I don't know. That's how it is, I guess. All right, well, we'll try and get the next one. See if we can get the 3-2. That's what we do on this stream. We go 3-2 or 2-3. There's never not a 2 or a 3 in our record. Yeah, I maybe wasn't winning anyway. That's quite true. That is definitely true. So it didn't actually make any difference with the Dreadhorde. So he blind flipped the terminus, and then even if he hadn't done that, he would have just cast verdict, and we didn't have any way to counter that anyway. So we weren't going to win that, I don't think. But that was a sweet match. It felt like it was closer than it was then, I guess, in the third game. The second game we got bodied. But yeah, Daze does seem pretty sweet against Delver in the Miracles deck. Makes a lot of sense. Right, let's try and get this last one.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. Mulligan, obviously. And keep this. This is nice. We've also got a Pierce. We don't need the third land at the moment. And we will pass and play this Delver. That's pretty bad for us. Mox Diamond is never a good sign when you're playing Delver. So it might be the 2-3 after all. So, Loam, I guess, then? So they're going to take the Delver, I imagine. It's kind of annoying. So this must be Loam. Yeah, take the Delver. So they kept a 1-land Mox Diamond hand. Interesting. Let's cast this Preordain. We'll cast this off of an island, since this looks like Loam. Oh, it could be Depths. That's a really good point. It could just be Depths. I didn't think about that. These all seem great. So let's go Pyromancer first to bait removal, and then we can go Dreadhorde. Oh, Loam wouldn't play Thoughtseize. Yeah, good point. Yeah, you're right, Pete. It's probably Depths. Thoughtseize and Wasteland, Mox Diamond smells more like Depths, doesn't it? That's a good point. Inquisition as well. Okay, so they can take the Pyromancer, and then we can play the Dreadhorde, and then we should be all good. Yeah. I forgot about that. They play Chalice. It's a good shout. They didn't mulligan, I don't think. Yeah, they kept 7. And for reference, I couldn't stack this any other way to keep both of those. So I'm glad I stacked it this way around so that we keep the Dreadhorde. Hopefully it doesn't... I am going to get a basic mountain though, because I would not be surprised if they're holding a Wasteland. Like they wouldn't just play the Wasteland out because we'd Wasteland it. And now I'm just going to get super aggressive because there's no reason not to. So we'll bolt them. Because if this is depth, we need to get a shift on here. Maybe I should cast the Preordain. Maybe that was wrong. Maybe I should have just cast the Preordain. Yeah, let's cast the Preordain. I don't know. The bolt might have been fine, but... I'll keep the Daze. Do I want to keep the Wasteland? How's it going, Cheesehead? Oh yeah, Bob. Yeah, I shouldn't have cast the bolt. Never mind. If it's depth, I kind of need the Wasteland. Yeah. So let's go... What do I want to draw, though? I think I'm going to draw the Daze, and I can play the Wasteland. I don't think they're going to be going off this turn. And this might get a Wasteland out of them. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, well, let's get in for 4. I guess this isn't that much of a clock, even with the bolt, to be honest. Yeah, you're probably right. Probably right. Do I play the Wasteland out? I think I'm going to play the Pit. I'm going to play the Strand out for the time being. Like, they can't do anything yet, so... I'd rather hide the information that we've got the Wasteland. Okay, it's definitely depths. Yeah, but I need to play the Flooded Strand to shuffle away with to shuffle stuff away with Brainstorm anyway. Maybe I should have dazed that. Actually, I should have dazed that to shuffle away the island. That was a punt. I should have returned an island and dazed that. That was silly. That was very silly. Yeah, this is a lot worse now. That's good though. Okay. Sure. I think I'm going to put the Wasteland back at this point actually because I've got the Vapor Snag. And I can actually draw the Wasteland again anyway. So let's go like this and like this. Then we can Brainstorm again. I would like to draw the Wasteland. Hopefully there's another card underneath that's good. There's a Delver, fantastic. So now I can go Tarn, Daze maybe? I could go Tarn, Daze to flip the Delver. I've got the Snag, so I feel like we're in a fine spot here. And I'm going to play the Wasteland out this turn now, I think. Oh, you just waste them. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Okay, we'll just waste them. Okay, we should be all good now. We've got the Snag. I should have put the Snag on top and kept the Daze in hand. That was silly. That was silly. Think that was a concession? No? What was that? Oh, they pitched a Sideboard step. Sorry, sometimes when it locks up, it's hard to tell what's going on sometimes. I guess this means they don't know about the Snag. So you've got nothing to get back this turn. We know we need to crack the fetch land this coming turn. I really wish I'd dazed earlier.
to return the land. But I guess this means now we can... Doesn't really matter. We should be all good though. I want to keep Force plus Vapor Snag, I think. Because I want to be able to force a crop rotation or something. I don't know. I think I want to have Force plus Vapor Snag. Abrupt Decay is pretty annoying. Yeah. I don't think I want to... Yeah, I guess this just happens. There's nothing I can do about that. Maybe that's a reason to shuffle it away. The thing is, I want to save this for the Marit Lage, so I don't really want to... I don't want to leave myself with Force plus Vapor Snag. If I find another Brainstorm, I can get rid of it. Yeah, we can just try and keep winning. Fair enough, alright. I mean, you guys are definitely better at this than me, so I appreciate that. Alright, so they can't crop rotation, which is nice. Let's shuffle this. Doesn't really matter if I do it now on my upkeep, I don't think. We may as well get a Volcanic Island, doesn't matter at this point. So Bolt would be nice here. Second Daze is not really what we're after. And we don't have anything we can cast. We haven't drawn many cantrips this game, I don't think, have we? Surprisingly. This deck really does want to play as many... I mean, we're playing 12 cantrips for what it's worth. We're playing the full 4 Preordain. Yeah, I could really do with a Ponder. We've had a Preordain and a Brainstorm. Oh, really? Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. We're definitely not going to be Vapor Snagging any of our own creatures this game. It's just too valuable. Yeah, now they can hold this, I guess. Maybe they can't hold it. They can crop rotation. No, they can crop rotation. If they crop rotate... They may be thinking about that now. If they crop rotate... Is this float 1 crop rotate? They're tapping white. What are they tapping white for? Float this. Float colourless. They're just playing a Bob. I think I'm going to force this. I think this is worthy of a Force of Will. We're not beating this. We cannot give them that sort of card draw. And to be honest, that's definitely worse. We definitely want to force that over a crop rotation because we've got the snag. So, oh baby, there we go. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I'm going to tap these just so they don't... It doesn't really matter, but... Okay, so they've got 3 turns. Unless we draw a Bolt, which we could still do. Cantrip into Bolt still. So we've got a Daze. Daze isn't going to do anything. They might go for it here. Okay, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. See whether this works out.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Alright, this is good. Let's ponder. See if we can find a bolt. Or 2 bolts. I think I'm going to shuffle this. I don't want to force. I guess I could keep a force. I guess I could keep force ponder. Yeah, I think you should do it then as well. Ponder again. Yeah, but ponder again only look... I can only look at force, Tarn and 1 more card. So you'd keep ponder... Okay, fair enough. Ponder again. Alright, we'll do that. I tend to shuffle. But I suppose the force is like possibly good enough. I can't keep it and shuffle. Yeah, so now I've seen this. The Wasteland's the extra one. Okay. I'm not doing anything. I'm waiting.
I already cast the second Ponder, I'm afraid. But I'm not... well, it might be a bit laggy. Okay, right. What am I keeping here? Am I keeping the Wasteland? I play the Wasteland. Alright, and then they just have to do whatever. And I guess I'll keep the Force for... Oh, it's too late now. I've already put the Force second. It is what it is. It is what it is, folks. Oh, yeah, I tapped my basic island. Crap. Oh, crap. Yeah, you're right. Oh, wow. Yeah, I did, didn't I? So do I have to waste him this turn, right? So I have to make him do it now? Otherwise, we can't do it? Don't waste. Don't waste. Okay, we're waiting. Hang on, hang on. Don't do anything. Alright, we're not doing anything. Do I just wait for him to waste the Volcanic Island? Alright, I'm just going to pass. Okay, we're just going to pass. He might waste the Volcanic Island. No, he's going to waste my Wasteland. Okay, so now I'm going to waste his Dark Depths. Let's not screw this up. Now I'm going to waste the Dark Depths. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess he's going to waste the Wasteland. Now he wastes the Depths. Alright, okay, we're going to Wasteland the Dark Depths. Whew. Right, then he does this. Then we can Vapor Snag the Dark Depths. Right, that is fine. That resolves. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to snag this. Just going to do it now so that he gets the full factor. Alright. Alright. Let's see if we can close this out. Nice. Nice. Okay, good. Awesome. That was a pretty turn 10 there. That was closer than I wanted it to be. Okay, so this one's coming in. I don't know if that's worth it. Probably not. This one's coming in. The Flusters are coming in. And that's probably the main amount. It's possible Surgical's not that good. A lot of people moan when you bring in Surgical against Depths. I guess Abrade's okay. Yeah, kills. I guess Abrade kills the diamonds. And it kills... Oh, I need to kill Pithing Needle, maybe. But they're playing Diamond, though, so they're probably not playing Needle. Yeah, we won't bother bringing in Surgical. We're going to bring the Abrades in, because this kills the stuff on the floor. That's fine. Pierce is good. Fork Bolt's pretty good. Snag's good. They probably do have Loams, but I guess we'll just wait and see. Do I want the Abrades though? That seems like a lot to bring in. I guess I'm going to cut the True Names. These are pretty slow. And I can cut... I don't know. I don't really want to cut Daze. That's true. Yeah, but... Oh, that's true. I guess that's good against Safekeeper. I've got an Abrade... Well, the Electrickery is good against crop rotations. Which one's good against crop? Well, what? Flusterstorm. Alright. Alright, I've got a minute. Force of Will. Yeah, Force of Will's good. Oh, cut Force. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. One more cut. I could shave a bolt, maybe. Maybe do this. One bolt down. Oh, I could maybe take out two forces. I'm pretty sure I want all the Dazes. Alright, I'm going to cut one Daze, keep all the bolts in, and we're going to go like this. I'm going to try this. Yeah, maybe. Fork Bolt's good, though, if they have... I don't know. You could be right. You could be right. The burn's probably quite important, because the problem with this deck is... Well, it's not the problem, but like because we're playing Dreadhorde instead of a beefier threat,
to get value, we need to power it up with burn spells in the yard. So you probably don't want to cut the burn that much, really, if you can avoid it, because otherwise it's just not. Otherwise, Dreadhorde's not a clock, because otherwise you basically just got 3 Pyromancer, 4 Delver, and we've cut 2 True-Name. So we've only got 7 inherent threats plus the Dreadhorde, which is mostly going to be casting cantrips. So having the burn seems quite important, honestly. So let's give this a go. Oh, I don't know why it's doing that, Tom. We're currently 2-2. This is the final round. We are currently 2-2, and we're a game up against our opponent. Yeah, I like Gurmag a lot. I really like Gurmag, but I really like basic lands, so that's kind of a tough one. This feels like it's a mulligan. It's got a Wasteland though. I don't know. This one seems pretty rough. I think I'm going to mull this. What do we reckon? You'd keep it? I guess it's got a Blood Moon and a Wasteland, to be fair. And then we can just play the Delta and go from there. Yeah, I suppose that's true. We've got another game, right? Alright, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. It is playable. And actually, they've got a bunch of hand disruption, so... I don't... There's, like, mulliganing against the 4 Thoughtseize 4 Duress deck is never the best. Yeah, that's true. These are pretty good. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Let's give it a go. I guess if I'm mulliganing this, what am I really looking for? Like, I'm just going to find Delver and cantrips and then just get dumpstered. So I can get behind that. This is pretty bad against... the Blood Moon's pretty bad against... Oh no, it doesn't matter because it just turns off the combo. I'm just being a turd. Okay, so it looks like Surgical we're going to be bringing in the next game. I'm really tempted to waste the Urborg. Yeah, dumping the depths in there seems loose. Do I just play the Delta and pass? Yeah, Surgical would have been nice. Yeah, alright, fair enough, we'll just pass. Yeah, I guess that's too cute. That's just too cute. I'm just thinking, if they just kept Diamond... I don't know. We could really get them. We could really get them if they don't have it. But you're probably right. We should take the safer line. Okay. Sweet, so we're just dead. Nice, good games. Now we should have played the Wasteland, shouldn't we? Why did I play that? I should have played the Wasteland on turn 1. Why did I not play the Wasteland on turn 1? Anybody have any suggestions? Oh, I can daze it. No, I can't daze it. We're just dead. Yeah, okay. Anybody have any ideas why I didn't play the Wasteland on turn 1? Because they would just be dead. Please pass the turn. Please pass the turn. Please pass the turn. Please pass the turn. Good lord, please pass the turn. Let me draw a card. Get my main phase. Okay, sweet. Why? Why did you not make your dude? Why? What's going on? I don't understand. Why is there not a Marit Lage sat across the table from me? I don't understand. Anybody have any suggestions? Anybody have any suggestions? Alright, well, we'll just pass then. Let's just keep going. I don't understand. We should be dead. We should be passing the turn into being dead. I really am confused. Alright. Well, we'll just keep going. Maybe it's the first time they played it. Maybe it's like... Maybe they haven't played many of these. Yeah. To be fair, I bet when I used to play this deck that I used to expose depths all the time as well because I'm an idiot, but... And we've got the Abrade for this as well. So... We can't Blood Moon them next turn. I guess we just can't Blood Moon them at all because they've got the Vampire Hexmage. But we can set up... that doesn't matter. That's fine. That doesn't matter, I don't think. That's a win con, but we've got ways to deal with that later. And we can't do anything about it anyway. Okay. Oh, I guess it means they get to get the Hexmage back a bunch of times. That's pretty cute. It does matter a bit, you're right, because it means we couldn't do anything about it anyway. Right, so what are we doing here? I think I'm just playing the second Wasteland and passing, and then I can Abrade their Vampire Hexmage on their end step. Is that right?
Island Preordain. I could Island Preordain as well. I kind of want to play both Wastelands, pass the turn again, and then if we Abrade the Hexmage on their end step, they can't get it back and replay it in the same turn. But what am I looking for with Preordain? I've already got everything I need though. I don't know what I'm getting with Preordain is the problem. And I think you need to answer the Lily. Yeah, I suppose, but I can't do that this turn anyway. Bolts, yeah. Yeah, I suppose. And I guess they're just going to keep getting this back anyway, so... Lily does shut down Arcanist. Alright. Let's see if we can find a bolt. Let's see if we can find some bolts. Yeah, we can also play the moon on turn 4, that's a good point. So I don't want any of these, I don't think. I could keep the Ponder though. I might keep this Ponder and play the second Wasteland. I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go Wasteland and just pass the turn now. There we go. There we go. I did it without even looking, Pete. I did it without even looking. Look at me. Look at me. Big boy. Wearing his big boy pants. Kind of. Close this. That's fine. Yeah, not this turn. I didn't want them to. Yeah, I didn't want them to go waste. I didn't want them to play a Wasteland. So. We could play the Blood Moon this turn. That's fine. Yeah, that's what I think. We cast the Blood Moon, keep waste up. So is that what we're going to do? Everyone on board with that? I think that's the best line. Based on what we've got going on. But I'll crack another island as well. First. So let's play... Oh no, I have to get it off a Volcanic, don't I? Never mind. Yeah, I have to get it off a Volcanic. Let's not fetch an island. Let's not be a turd. Alright. So we'll do this. The Liliana is starting to tick up quite a lot, but... We'll have time to deal with that in a minute. Okay, so let's do island. Cast this. Yeah, they probably do have the decay. They haven't done much else this game. They haven't cast... Yeah, you're right. They probably have decay or trophy because they haven't done anything this game, have they? Really? They don't have any more lands. Yeah, they must have decay. They must just have decay. To be fair, if it's trophy, we're okay. We have to hope it's trophy instead of decay, but it's probably just decay. I don't think these play many decay trophies anymore. I think they mostly just play decay. Okay. No, it is just a decay. Yeah, there we go. Never mind. So let's just hope that they can't get out of this. But yeah, the decay was probably pretty obvious there. Like, what have they been casting? Nothing. And they had 2 cards in hand. Okay, so they're dredging. They found another depth, which is kind of scary. So they're starting to get into a good spot now. Yeah, good job they didn't find a Wasteland. That's a good point. Bob in the bin's good though. At least I didn't get a Bob. We need to deal with the Liliana. They might get the Bob back, yeah. No, they're just going to tick up. Fair enough. I guess they're only one turn away now from ultimating that. So maybe the Liliana's pretty bad after all. So let's cast this Ponder and try and find a Bolt. Yeah. Okay. This works. So you can get an island, cast the Brainstorm. Because you could also find a threat here too. Yeah, I might play the Pyromancer out. Oh no, the Pyromancer just dies. What am I talking about? I might. Oh, there's not much I can do really. We're in a bad spot. We are in a very bad spot. Let's get rid of one of these. Let's get rid of... The Pyromancer's more likely to win the game more quickly. We can get rid of an Arcanist. I guess we could just get rid of the Daze. Actually, the Daze is pretty bad. It doesn't really matter that much. And we'll pass the turn. I think I'm going to pass. Because they'll just tick up one in whatever we play anyway. Yeah. We need to find a Bolt this coming turn. And to be fair, I mean, we should have been dead this game anyway, because they should have just made a Marit Lage on their first turn. Oh, yeah, you're probably right, Pete. You're probably right. Yeah, I forgot we could just play two of them. Because it takes one of its... Like, this only works based on how much power it's got. And they found a Wasteland. Anyway, we've still got two Wastelands though, so that's okay. Yeah, I think you're right. We should have played two. We should have played two Arcanists. We should have played one Arcanist this turn and then... Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. So you still need one more Wasteland. Unless they try and go for it now. Maybe they miscount and think they can go for it now. Oh, we actually are just dead, right? Because I know what we're going to draw. So we are actually just dead. I forgot about that. Yeah, we can't shuffle. So I think we're actually just dead. So we'll just have to go to the third game. That's pretty tight, though. Pretty tight. I don't think there's a way... We'll wait. I mean, we'll pass a turn back. So we'll make it so that they can ultimate this. Because you never know. They might forget to use it. Yeah, this is the downside of... This is like the drawback to the Dreadhorde, is it's not that aggressive. I don't know. This is okay, though. If we lose this one, it's okay. We would have lost this anyway if they played around Wasteland. So this should really be a loss anyway. So getting a lame end to it is fine, really. I'm okay losing this one in this manner, just because we should have lost it anyway, in good conscience. Actually, we might still lose to Marit Lage because I guess it doesn't matter. But they could Wasteland on their end step, right? Then dredge it back, then replay it, and then if we waste, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Ignore me. Yeah, we've had way more extra turns. And kind of once again, we didn't actually draw that many cantrips. We drew the cantrips really far apart, and we did keep a hand. We did keep a hand that didn't have any cantrips in it.
I guess we're just dead anyway. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just going to concede. I think I don't want to waste any more time. We're actually just dead. So they can just get rid of our wastelands and then play a second Dark Depths anyway. But it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're behind on clock. We're scooping. We're scooping. We are scooping. So we'll keep it like this. We want to. Oh no, we want to bring in surgical because our opponent might let us surgical things. The Dazes weren't very good. The Force of Will seems good against the Lily, but there's probably not very many of those. We could probably cut the Forked Bolt. Maybe do this. Yeah, we'll give this a go. Well, thanks everyone that's still hanging around. Oh, thanks very much for the follow, Doggy Jamekla. I think I missed that. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you're still around. See if we can get this last one. Okay, well, we've got the Vapor Snag, and we've got some pressure, and we've got a Wasteland. So this hand's a lot better than the last one. Still don't have any cantrips. Yeah, maybe Force of Will over a Fluster as a point, to be fair. We'll see how it goes. We're just going to play Volcanic Island. We're going to play... so we don't want to just get our Wasteland wastelanded. So I'm going to play Tarn on 1. I guess I'll play Volcanic Island on 1. It doesn't really matter. So we can Flusterstorm something if we need to. I'm going to Flusterstorm yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say, Pete. I'm gonna play this because I want to Flusterstorm a discard spell. Because we've got everything else we need. And playing the Wasteland on turn 1's bad anyway because it exposes us to Wasteland. So, and also we can beat a turn 1 Marit Lage anyway because we've got the Vapor Snag. So there's no reason to play that out. And I think here I'm still going to just play. I'm going to play it now. I think I'm going to play the Wasteland. I'm not going to waste it, but I think I'll play the Wasteland and pass. I don't think I want to greedy waste it though. I guess I've got the Snag. You just jam Young Pyromancer, fair enough. I'm going to do it off of both of these then, and I'll get a basic for each thing. Yeah, we'll just jam the Young Pyromancer. I guess we've got ways to lock it back up. Like they'd need a Dark Ritual or something. Like they can make Marit Lage, but they can't protect it in the same turn, I don't think. Oh no, they could have a Diamond. Get Volks. Alright, we'll get Volks. We'll get Volks. I guess they're not going to Wasteland the Volks. Alright, we'll try jamming Pyromancer. I guess I just need to put threats into play, and the window for doing that is very narrow. Oh, I want them to Wasteland me, that makes sense. Oh, I always forget about that. Yeah, but I want to be able to cast my other red spells. Now I wish I hadn't got any Volk. Now you're saying that, I wish I hadn't got any Volks. I'm just going to get 2 Volks. I need to be more quick anyway, because we could still... This is a slower version, so we could just time out. Too late. We're going on the double Volk, because if I'm getting 1, then it seems pointless not to get 2. I don't know. Yeah. Yep, okay, that's good for us. So we can bolt that. Okay, now I feel like we're in a good spot. Because we can bolt this, and then we should be all good. And we've got the Arcanist. So let's bolt this bad boy now. Get in for 2. And I'm not gonna play the Arcanist. I'm gonna play the Wasteland and pass. I guess I could Wasteland the Urborg now. But I do have the Vapor Snag. I've got this. It's not like we're just dead. Alright, we're going to go with Pete. Pete, we're going to go with your line here. I guess we just need to try and get on with it. We do have the Vapor Snag. And if they combo next turn, they need to have... yeah, so they've got it. That's fine, but they can't get rid of the Snag. So this is fine. And I guess this encourages them to use their resources. Or they could just do what they did in the second game and just untap and let us get on with it. Okay, so this is fine. This is really good, actually. Pete's so smart. Pete's so smart. And we can, and the great thing about this is that we can Dreadhorde Vapor Snag another one, which is silly. Yeah, I might waste here. Sweet, nice. Okay, this was a sweet league. This was really fun. Yeah, and you get legacy points now with 3/2s, which is nice.
Victory!
So that's pretty cool. Haven't used this one in a little while.
Oh, that's hot. That's
Alright,
hot.
nice. Okay, awesome. That was a good one. No trophies yet. We will work on that. We'll see if we get some trophies with this new version. Alright, nice. Let's go to the 3-2 stream, shall we? 3-2 scene. Alright, awesome. Well, thanks everyone for hanging around. That was a really fun league. We didn't get to play the boys. We'll do that next week. And we'll probably play. I don't know. I'm working on trying to play a pretty sweet blue-white Karn Thopter deck. So Karn, Narset, Thopter, other cool stuff. So might play that next week maybe. But I'm probably going to keep playing some. I'm probably going to play at least one Blue-Red Delver league a week, just because I'm trying to get some practice in. But yeah, thanks very much. And Pete, hang around. I'll send the cards back over to you. Thanks very much for lending them. But yeah, cheers everyone. Take it easy.